the balanced football, the complementary football, that was going to be hard to duplicate. And so I love that O-line. Lord knows I love a good run game, and I am excited to see what DAC does. But they would have had to play near flawless football to put another 13-3 record together.
Okay, well, game time right around the corner. Let's get down to action. Andrew Siciliano, Daniel Jeremiah, and Marshall Falk on the call. We'll see you back here at halftime. Enjoy the game, Cowboys and Rams.
It's a must that they are the leader on their team, and we are going to get a chance to see Jared operating his offense and to see if that energy that McVay is conveying to the team permeates through golf.
We saw Sean McVay actually running with DBs and wide receivers Thursday before the practice, guys. Seriously. It is Toyota's time to play now, sponsored by your Southern California Toyota dealers. In the other corner today, on the other sideline, Jason Garrett, he of the 13-3 Dallas Cowboys. They have already played a game. They were in the preseason Hall of Fame opener last Thursday. They won that game. They beat Arizona. Kicking off today is Sam Irwin Hill. So we're not going to see Dan Bailey, we don't think. Sam Irwin Hill is a rookie out of Arkansas. He's a punter. He's an Aussie. He actually did punting and place kicking duties last week. And this is Pharoh Cooper as the Rams have won the toss and they are electing to receive. To start off the 2017 preseason, here we go, underway at the Coliseum. Pharoh Cooper takes it 6 yards deep in the end zone. Why not bring it out? The 10. The 15, angling to the sideline, putting his head down and barreling his way across the 20-yard line. And that is where the Rams are going to start things off, guys. And that is where Jared Goff gets his first taste of football here in 2017. Didn't win a game last year, 0-7, that's the headline. He did throw 7 touchdowns, 3 of which came in that game against New Orleans. Jared Goff, this season is about winning. However, it's about developing the quarterback as well.
Did a nice job of giving him some help. And I think when you look at this offensive line break the huddle here, Marshall, the left tackle might be the biggest addition this team has made in Andrew Whitworth.
He is, and just the components that they put around him. We remember his game last year. Dak Prescott had a lot of help.
Here's on first down, a Jared Goff throw, and it's going to be incomplete to one of those new weapons, Robert Woods. Let's look at the Rams lineup. Robert Woods from Sarah and from USC. Good to have him back in the building where he scored a couple dozen touchdowns as a Trojan. You mentioned Andrew Whitworth, Roger Saffold, John Sullivan, the former Redskin is the center, Jamon Brown, Rob Havenstein on the right side of the line. More on how they have switched up that right side of the line the last couple of weeks coming up shortly. Todd Gurley, however, looking to bounce back after a disappointing second season, is in the backfield. And here is Todd Gurley going nowhere on his first carry.
And this was a problem that we had last year. Jamon Brown gets creased, and he got creased real early. You cannot allow, if you want to be a team to run the football in the NFL, you cannot allow penetration in the backfield. I'm sitting here letting you know, as a running back, it is the worst feeling to get the football and have someone in your face. Right there, Todd Gurley could not even make a move.
It is a loss of 3. David Irving among those in there. In the backfield to bring up a 3rd and 13 on the Rams' first possession. We're saying starters 6 to 12 plays. Let's see if Goff can get a first down. He throws complete. That's Todd Gurley out of the backfield. He's going to be shy of the first down. Gets it across the 50-yard line. Orlando Scandrick, one of the few Dallas starters on the field tonight, up there for the tackle, 4th down.
Nice job by Whitworth here, though. You see the inside spin, watch him redirect and give Goff some time. I know they want to get Gurley more involved in this passing game, Marshall. You just don't want to have to do it when you're in 3rd and long like they're in right now.
That's what you have to do. That's called protecting your quarterback right there. You get the ball out of his hands. You don't allow the rush to get to him, and hope that Gurley can make a play.
We have Lance Lenoir back to return this for the Cowboys, and that ball is loose on the 34-yard line. Scramble for it, and it's Rams football. So the Johnny Hecker punt gives the Rams field position in Dallas territory.
And if you take a look at this ball, it's almost one of those balls where Johnny didn't catch it solid, and you got the returner trying to run up to make a play. And boy, that's one of those balls you got to stay back.
You're going to give him a benefit of doubt on the sun here, Marshall? We're not going to give him a pass on that.
He's a pro. He's a pro. You got to learn how to put that hand up like you're in center field.
Josh Forrest, the second-year linebacker, fell on it.
But right there, those are the kind of things that, you know, you need those kind of things to happen in your favor. Lately, Andrew, as we've called these games many a times, those things were going against us. early. We get an early turnover here.
Early turnover. Let's see what the Rams can do with it. To the left side of the formation, check out number 18, Cooper Kupp. The rookie is in there out of Eastern Washington. All eyes on him as Goff gives Gurley, and again, really nowhere to run, this time over the right side.
And that's just the off tackle play. And you watch the Dallas Cowboys, they're getting upfield. They just want to get penetration. Gurley creases way. It's all you got to get is get a nice crease and a seal block down. And boy, he could be off to the races.
That's the Rod Marinelli defense too. Going to be slanting and moving at all times.
It is a gain of 1 on second down. Play fake. Goff complete. There's Cooper Kupp across the 20. Kupp has a first down across the 15, ridden out of bounds on the 14-yard line. Cooper Kupp, first catch as a Ram.
And this is something you can do with Goff to get him on the move where he's comfortable. It's clear sight lines, and he's already got a connection and a chemistry with his rookie wide receiver in Cooper Kupp, who is about as polished of a rookie wide receiver as you're ever going to be around.
But I like the first you run that way, and then you set up the play action with the early run, and you get Goff out on the edge.
And it puts the Rams down to the 12-yard line, and they're going to run Todd Gurley. Nowhere to run. 3 carries now. Todd Gurley has lost yardage on 2 of them.
And I think Rod Marinelli has made a decision like, listen, we're going to commit to stop the run, and we're going to see if Jared Goff can beat us. And that's what it looks like right now. I mean, they had 8 guys in the box just now.
This is where you get down in the red zone area here too. They've got 2 young tight ends that the Rams really like. Tyler Higbee is one of them out there on the field right now. This is a perfect opportunity to get the tight end in the game.
Higbee's wearing 89, caught only 11 passes last year, but he had 7 in the preseason. Pharaoh Cooper is wide left. Also, Cooper Kupp is wide left. No gain on first down. Here's Gurley again. Has some room this time, trying to get to the outside. And the Cowboys quickly ride him out of bounds. The tackle there by number 57, Damian Wilson.
Yeah, and this is just an off-tackle play right here. You get the seal block, and they leave a guy for Gurley. You make the guy miss, and you have an opportunity to score right there. But now we get to the money down. We get the 3rd down in the red zone, and this is where, for a young quarterback, we want to see the maturity, the process. It's going to speed up. The field is condensed. Can he make the proper reads and a proper throw?
Rams need the 3 for new set of downs. This is 3rd and 6. Goff now out of the shotgun with Gurley next to him on the right. Goff looks left, throws left. That is caught. That is ball out. Robert Woods had it, lost it. Cooper Kupp falls on it, and that's a Rams touchdown.
Hey, I'm talking about a perfectly thrown ball. This ball is caught, and it gave the receiver an opportunity to turn upfield. And listen, took a nice hit. Ball is fumbled and then recovered in the end zone.
All right, they're talking about this. Craig Rolstad is our referee. Remember, all scoring plays are reviewed, and they're going to be reviewed back in New York, obviously, as they have been.
Is a completed pass, fumbled and recovered in the end zone by Los Angeles for a touchdown.
When they get the signal from New York, Greg Zuerlein would kick the extra point.
Like he got a couple steps down there, Marshall.
I mean, it appears that he took a couple of steps, but let's see. 1, 2.
Yeah, I think
oh yeah,
he got
a good
it.
3
Anthony
steps.
Hitchens hit him.
And Cooper
Jeff
Kupp,
Heath couldn't get it.
Yeah, we have to make sure we got to get that up close to make sure that ball was tucked away and it was not moving.
Touchdowns confirmed. And here comes the extra point.
And what a heads-up play.
good things happen when you hustle to the football. It doesn't matter you're on offense or defense.
Andrew, I feel it. I'm telling you, we've had 2 turnovers go our way.
2 good bounces go the Rams' way. It is 7-0 after the Greg Zuerlein extra point. 10:49 remaining in the first quarter. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. We're back with the Rams an early 7-0 lead after a 7-yard touchdown. Jared Goff to Robert Woods, recovered by Cooper Kupp. in the end zone. And here comes Kellen Moore with Dak Prescott in uniform, but watching on the sidelines today. He is going to start here for the Dallas Cowboys. Kellen Moore, the lefty, 12 of 17 in the Hall of Fame game. That Cowboys win over Arizona. Undrafted free agent out of Boise, started his career with the Lions, worked there with Scott Linehan, the Cowboys offensive coordinator, and now is here backing up Dak Prescott. Also today, we're not going to see Ezekiel Elliott. Instead, it is the veteran Darren McFadden in the backfield wearing number 20, and he is going to take the handoff on first down, and he has a hole over the right side. Ethan Westbrook's there, Corey Littleton there. He's going to get to the 30-yard line. Alec Ogletree there as well for a Rams defense that does not have Aaron Donald. We'll talk plenty about that tonight. He is still a holdout. Westbrook's the former first-round pick Michael Brockers, and Tanzel Smart, the rookie out of Tulane, on the offensive line. This is a new defense. It is now a 3-4 defense. Connor Barwin brought on to rush the passer. No Robert Quinn tonight. 5-yard gain for Darren McFadden on first down. Brings up a 2nd and 5, and the lefty throws to his left, and that's incomplete to number 81, Andy Jones, starting at wide receiver today, the free agent out of Jacksonville.
And that's Nickel Roby-Coleman, the former USC Trojan, looking very at home here on the Coliseum field, making a nice break on that ball.
The former Buffalo Bill, who had a couple of interceptions here last year, where the Bills came in here and beat the Rams. 3rd and 5. Let's see what this Rams defense can do to potentially get off the field. Kellen Moore is going to work out of the shotgun here. There's Andy Jones again, 81 in motion for the Cowboys. Des Bryant came out in uniform. We're not expecting to see him play. There's Jones again, the intended receiver. He catches, but that's not going to be enough for a first down, as it is LaMarcus Joyner, who we are somewhat surprised to see out there on the field up for the tackle.
I mean, and this is a good cover and tackle right there by Joyner, and that's what you want to see from him. What I like is Wade is going to make the quarterback, Wade Phillips is going to make sure that the quarterback get the ball out of his hands quickly and give the DBs a chance to make a play. Great tackle right there.
Chris Jones back to return. Back to punt. And on the return, here's Shakir Ryan out of Northwestern State, the rookie free agent, the little guy, only 5'8", losing his footing. And he's going to get tripped up near the 12-yard line. That's where the Rams will start their second drive. Is it Jared Goff, or do we have a new quarterback? We have a lead early for the Rams, 7-0, 9:21 remaining in the first. Which in modern NFL history, Daniel Jeremiah, Marshall Falk, I'm Andrew Siciliano, and we have a new quarterback, guys. Seems Jared Goff's day is done. It is now Sean Mannion time. Appeared in only 2 games in 2 years, mopped up Week 16 against Arizona. He is still the leading passer in Pac-12 history. He's going to start here on the 13-yard line. Cooper Kupp in motion to the right side. Little play fake. Sean Mannion looks deep, now looks short, now looks to throw it away. Guys, time for Toyota Tracks the Score, sponsored by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Goff 3 for 4 on that first drive, set up here by a muff punt and a recovery by Josh Forrest. 5 plays, 33 yards.
Nice job getting Cooper Kupp involved. Not much of a running game on that opening drive, but Goff was sharp, putting the ball right on the money.
Took up 236 eventually. Cooper Kupp fell onto the end zone after Robert Woods got hit by Anthony Hitchens on second down. The short-handed Kupp cannot hang on to this one, which is somewhat surprising considering he averaged 125 yards a game at Eastern Washington and holds 15 FCS records.
Watching the first play, it looked like there was a miscommunication between Mannion and Kupp, and then you come back the next play and you get a dropped ball by Kupp. Very uncharacteristic of him. And the young man is, you could tell, trying to speed up the process. Just go through it, make the catch, make the play.
Some of the cleanest hands you will see anywhere. As a rookie, he may have the best hands on this team, although Robert Woods may argue on that one. On third down, Mannion to Malcolm Brown, who had a great preseason last year. That ball is out as well. After a gain of around 9, he gets across the 20-yard line. Brown's on it, though, and it's going to be 4th and short.
I think this is something you see in the early preseason games now, just because we don't have as much contact in practice. It seems like anytime we see a collision tonight, the ball's finding its way on the ground. These guys will get this thing under control.
Brown had a great preseason a year ago. Sean Mannion goes to the sideline. It's been 2 3-and-outs for the Rams. They got the benefit of the muff last time, and it's the same return man back, Lance Lenore, for the Cowboys. Number 14 underneath it this time. He's going to field it at the 32, run to the right side. Cody Davis is there to bring him down immediately. So the Cowboys are going to start near their own 30-yard line. Second possession for the Cowboys. Rams defense made him go 3-and-out the first time. Here comes Kellen Moore again.
To the Coliseum, the Rams on top of the Cowboys 7-0, and it's time now for tonight's Around the League, sponsored by American Airlines. Breaking news yesterday across the NFL when they suspended Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott for the first 6 games of the regular season for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Now, after the NFL's year-long investigation, they concluded Elliott engaged in physical violence against his former girlfriend back in July of 2016. Now, Elliott is appealing the decision. He sent out this tweet last night, strongly disagreeing with the decision, apologizing for the distraction to his team, and vowing to continue to work hard. Now, Elliott can play and participate in preseason practices and games, not playing today. The Cowboys will have to lean on McFadden and Morris and others to carry the load. But Andrew, it's going to be hard to replace the 2016 NFL leader in rushing yards for the Cowboys. That was their identity last year.
It was their identity. Dak Prescott, a huge part of that identity as well. What a great tandem the Cowboys think they have, Jill, heading into the future. Jason Garrett relied heavily on that run. Quarterback didn't have to make as many plays with a great running game. And the Cowboys do face 4 top 10 defenses from 2016 in the first 6 games. So during the Ezekiel Elliott suspension, there's Darren McFadden for close to 8 yards around the right side. Marshall, 1,600 yards is hard to replace.
Yeah, it's hard for one guy to replace, but when you think about McFadden and Morris and what they bring to the table, they also got Ronnie Hillman in the fold, but he's going to be missed. He's a load. He's a huge part of why they got their running identity back last year, coupled with that offensive line. I talked to Zeke before the game and pregame, and he said, he was disappointed of the harsh suspension. He understands that he's far from perfect, and he's working to mature. But the suspension, he felt 6 games is a lot.
After the gain of 3, it's 3rd and 7, and that one is fired incomplete there. The lefty to Jeff Swain, tight end, and here comes 4th down. Well, listen, the Cowboys knew something was coming. I don't know if they thought, guys, it was going to be 6 games coming. They thought maybe a couple of games. They're going to fight it. He has 3 days to appeal it. But until Ezekiel Elliott provides some kind of new evidence, then it's going to be hard to overturn the 6 games. I think a lot of people think, 6 games, it'll get adjudicated down to 4. Not necessarily. Here's the punt, and here's Shakir Ryan, the rookie from Northwestern State, who was signed after a tryout in May. Fair catch, and the Rams take over on the 19th.
I just think the complicated thing is, as we've gotten into the league's code of conduct, sort of say, there's just no certain standard or basis when you suspend the guy, what you suspend him for, because you start to try to compare case to case if there's domestic violence involved or violating league. And sometimes the amount of games, they don't always coincide with various suspensions. So it's all over the board because we don't have a standard set for what it is.
Well, the baseline for domestic violence laid out a couple of years ago was 6 games, and this is what they're sticking to. In this case, there's Malcolm Brown over the right side after the 42-yard run. Second possession here for Sean Mannion. Looks like Brown gets around 6. Marshall, if I recall correctly, last year you said Malcolm Brown ran heavy.
He is. He's a heavy runner of the football, and he gets behind his pads, and he's a load for one. No one guy is just going to bring him down, and that's what he brings to the table.
He's got a great opportunity here with his football team to secure this number 2 role that they need behind Todd Gurley. He get a chance to do it tonight. But, man, Marshall, I don't see that twitch, that explosiveness, but you're right. First guy, he's going to run through tackles.
And he catches the ball pretty well.
There he is again. Malcolm Brown over the right side. Maybe a yard.
One guy is just not going to bring this young man down. And I love it. He gets behind his pads. A little indecisive right there, but as you continue to run him, you're going to see a guy that gets comfortable and starts to carrying guys along the way while he gains yards.
It's a gain of 2. Byron Jones up there for the tackle. DJ, you mentioned he has an opportunity here. Lance Dunbar, who the Rams brought in the offseason, the former Cowboy, who they envisioned, Sean McVay did, as a third down back, is still recovering from a knee surgery. And he is not that close. He is going to be a while. So Malcolm Brown, who again flashed last year during the summer, has a shot. Here's Pharaoh Cooper with the slant, the catch, the completion, and first down yardage to the 45.
Pharaoh Cooper, now this is a crowded wide receiver group that we have now with Sammy Watkins coming. So we saw Pharaoh Cooper returning the opening kickoff, get a chance on special teams. Now you see him winning off the line of scrimmage with his physicality. Even though he played a little quarterback in college, Andrew, this kid is tough, and he's going to win with physicality at the line of scrimmage like you saw right there.
They beat Sammy Seamster, who is in there at corner, as the Cowboys really have a lot of starters on the bench today. This is their second preseason game, and Pharaoh Cooper now lines up on the right side of that formation. Tyler Higbee, the tight end, in motion there to the left. Mannion, complete. It's Higbee again. He's got to work on those hands. That ball might have come loose. He fell on it, though. Duke Thomas there on the coverage.
I just like how so far, if you've watched the quarterback play, these balls are balls that are being thrown to them so they can catch the football and make a move. They're not reaching for the balls. Those 2 passes that Sean Mannion has thrown, both of these balls are balls that allow his receiver to catch the football and then go get more yards.
That's a gain of 3, 3rd and 6, or rather 3 out of 6 for Mannion for 19 yards from the 47 now. Holland 48. Mannion can't get the snap. Ball's rolling all the way back. Mannion's trying to fall on it. Scrum at the 19-yard line. Mannion finally fell on it, but that's going to be a huge loss to set up 3rd and maybe a 1/3 of the field.
Tell you what, though, Marshall, as a former quarterback, that's textbook how you fall on a fumble. He curled up right next to it. Look at this slide right here.
That's the best. No, he read that. Come on now.
It was starting off his textbook.
I'm telling you, he's starting practice off next week. That's the first drill. You got to go, hey, you got to slide and get your body around that thing.
The intent was there.
Yeah.
It was Austin Blythe, the former Colt, in a waiver claim in there at center, second-team O-line there. And it's going to be 3rd now and 35. It's going to be the draw. Malcolm Brown's going to get some of it back. He's going to get to the 30-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th and 25, a gain of 10 for Malcolm Brown.
Man, a center's nightmare right there. You snap that ball over the quarterback's head. And you're like, oh my God, do I block or do I go run back there and get it? You can't figure out which one to do.
Or do you kick it out of the back of the end zone, which from the 25 might have been rough. Lance Lenore back here for the Cowboys on 4th and 26. Was told Travis Coons, who the Rams signed on Thursday, the place kicker, may do some hunting today, but Johnny Hecker is still out there for now. Lenore with his 3rd opportunity at a return. Nelson Spruce from Westlake Village down there gets a hand on him, and Lenore is stopped at the 33. Rams the early lead, 7-0 here over the Cowboys.
And it's what it's all about. You, first of all, you recognize the situation, you process the information, and instead of what they want you to do is think, you react and play football. Tavon Austin here in the slot, they give you 0 coverage. They try to run the safety back. Instead of making the throw to the sideline, you lead him up the field. The corner don't know how to find the ball. If you can process the information and just react like that, we saw that in the first drive. I believe that's the thing that's going to make him successful if he can continue to do that.
That might have been Goff's best throw of all of his rookie season. Just dropped it in the bucket there to Tavon Austin. Darren McFadden on first down, a gain of 3 for the Cowboys, 7-0.
This is good work for the Rams front right now because the Dallas Cowboys still have center, right guard, right tackle. Those are their dudes, so you're getting a chance to go up against one of the better right sides of an offensive line in the NFL.
That would be Travis Frederick at center, number 72, a 3-time Pro Bowler. Zach Martin, Lyle Collins on the right side. We don't have Tyron Smith, the former Trojan, on the left side. He did not dress for this one. Terrence Williams into the game, number 83 on the top of the screen. As we have more pressured, and he's going to throw it away into the ground. Where'd that pressure come from?
And that's signature. That's signature way right there, boy. Hey, we're going to trample the run all the way to the quarterback. Yeah, they faking the handoff, but don't slow down. Pressure the quarterback, speed him up, make him throw the ball before he wants to, and hope that he throw the ball to you.
Longacre got there in 57. Casanova McKenzie got there for Wade Phillips. Hands down, my favorite Rams name so far, Casanova McKenzie.
I think him and Romeo have been friends,
I was
Andrew?
about to say that, DJ. You beat me to the punch. God bless. 3rd and 7 for Kellen Moore. McFadden picks up the blitz. The check down here. And a completion to Andy Jones, but the Rams defense holds firm. And that one stopped on the 40 as Nickel Roby Coleman and Cody Davis are up there for the stop.
Rally to the football, Marshall.
And I like it. I mean, you make the quarterback throw it quick, and then what do? You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, 5 guys around the football. And that's how you win in this league. You get off the field. A nice stand right there by the defense.
Rams get another 3 and out. As Sam Irwin Hill, the former Arkansas punter, and Aussie is there. And Shake Ryan, who did have a return against the Chargers in one of those joint practices for a punt return touchdown, is going to call the fair catch at the 21-yard line. McVay pointed out, though, really wasn't a full squad punt return touchdown, but Shake Ryan, the little guy, has impressed here. It's a tough receiver room to crack, though, certainly with Sammy Watkins getting traded for yesterday.
The penalty's 10 yards. They'll keep the ball. First down.
All right, Craig Rolstad calls our first penalty of the day. They're going to call Tamarick Hemingway, the second-year tight end, for a holding, so back the Rams up 10 with 1:44 remaining here in the first.
I think now is a great time for Sean Mannion to kind of settle this offense down and get some first downs, win on first down to make sure that when third down comes, it's manageable for you, so you're not hitting the check down and getting tackled and then getting off the field having to punt.
Still have some starters out there. Still have Jamon Brown at right guard, Havenstein at right tackle. It's Malcolm Brown still in the game at running back. Mannion plays that. He's going to get buried right at the goal line. It's Taco Charlton, the rookie out of Michigan. They're going to say he's down at the 1.
No Whitworth in the game right now. That's Pace Murphy, the backup left tackle, and just got beat clean by Taco Charlton, who, when you listen to the folks out of Dallas, say he's been struggling in camp a little bit, needed something to get his confidence going. I'm sure that'll help right there.
Say Taco Saturday, DJ.
There you go.
I'll hit you with a bad joke if you took my bad
No
joke.
Tuesday NFL games. No Tuesday NFL games that I know of, so
Not yet.
that's unfortunate.
All right, that ball was snapped on the 11. The Rams now, after the 10-yard loss, are backed all the way up under the shadow of their own goalpost. Hard count. Cowboys don't jump. The handoff to Brown, and he's barely going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard. Really not a lot of breathing room.
And right there, that's just good individual effort. You get hit in the end zone, and boy, you end up gaining 2 yards. First contact is right there at the goal line, and that's running heavy right there. Boy.
Some kind of a weird way, Marshall, don't you think Sean McVay likes this situation you put yourself in right now? This is a chance to rep something in the preseason. You're going to be backed up on your goal line. You got to be able to get some room for your punter right here.
Put the coaching tape on, and you have live things going you can coach on.
Kyle Wilbur had that tackle. It's officially a gain of 1, and now it's a draw. Malcolm Brown straight up the middle has some room, but he lost the football near the 10. Rams have put the ball on the ground a lot today. Scramble there near the 9-yard line. Waiting for the signal. Rams get it back. It's going to be 4th down.
For running backs, and this is an issue, and I'm saying it, when you don't hit a lot and they don't have a lot of contact, you get in games and the ball can't come loose.
Can't simulate it.
Kayvon Frazier up there for the hit. End of the quarter. Rams going to the other side, punting when we start the second. After 1 quarter, 7-0 on a touchdown. Cooper Kupp fell on it after Robert Woods caught a slant from Jared Goff, and now Johnny Hecker is back. The punt to Lance Lenore out of his own end zone. Lenore muffed one earlier, leading to that touchdown. Fields this one cleanly and runs it across midfield before getting popped by the rookie tight end, Gerald Everett. Guys, Sean McVay, 1 quarter of the books. Let's jump to conclusions. What do we think so far?
I'm going to say I like what I see from the quarterbacks. They're decisive. The throws are accurate. And the reads, you can tell that they understand the concepts and what they're trying to accomplish and what Dallas is trying to do on the other end. They're just going out there reacting and playing football.
I don't think he's going to be too pleased with the way they're running the football right now, but I love what they're doing, getting the quarterbacks on the move and getting them in a comfort zone.
There have been 4 fumbles in this game, and that muff punt there, which led to the Rams touchdown. Lance Moore back with the ball. He is 2 for 6 early here for the Cowboys for only 2 yards, and he hands it to Darren McFadden, who carries it to the 41-yard line for a gain of 4. Corey Littleton is there.
I think the best thing that the Rams have going for them right now is they have somebody that understands how to develop a quarterback. And they have all this talent on the defensive side of the ball here with the Rams. They've added a bunch of pieces to the offense, but they're going to go as the quarterback goes. And they've got a head coach that has a reputation for being able to develop these guys.
He has veteran staff, Skip Pete there, the running back coach next to him. Obviously, Wade Phillips, former head coach. As Ethan Westbrooks has the pressure, Moore gets away from it and throws incomplete.
Westbrook right now is upset with himself. He just allowed a sack to get away from him. I mean, you're barreling down on Kellen Moore. He's not the most fleet of foot, but that's a sack right there. You know you should have had right there, boy.
Wade Phillips relying heavily now on Ethan Westbrooks with the Dominique Easley season-ending injury. Just a devastating blow to that Rams defensive line. Westbrooks, though, key contributor last year. 4 career sacks, former undrafted free agent.
Let's see if they can get off the field.
See if they can force another 3 and out on 3rd and 6. Moore climbs the pocket, lofts it complete. McFadden has it. Stiff arm. McFadden down the sideline before Cody Davis runs him out of bounds. That is a first down on the Rams 33.
Yeah, right there.
Roby.
Yeah, hey, this is the NFL. You gotta make sure you wrap up.
I was here watching Darren McFadden in Arkansas get beat by USC by about 700 points, and so I think Darren has some of that anger still pent up in him here in the Coliseum.
Nikhil Roby-Coleman, 5'8", 178, and the stiff arm there to the head. Brings it out to the 33-yard line. That's Noah Brown, former Ohio State wide receiver in motion wearing 85, and the run left again goes to McFadden, who lowers his shoulder, and he's running heavy, Marshall, down to the 26.
Yeah, McFadden looks healthy once again. He's been banged up. He looks healthy once again, and right now he's picking his way through the Rams defense, showing some patience. The Rams, they're not getting any penetration. They're skating down the line. And that's exactly what the Cowboys and Darren McFadden want them to do.
That's an all-pro center there, and Travis Frederick, too, creating all kinds of room.
Bryce Hager up there on the tackle, 54. McFadden again. Cowboys finally moving the chains. McFadden into the secondary across the 20. Flag is out from deep in the secondary. They're going to spine it down to the 15.
Yeah, they got a nice hold right on the linebacker on the second level. They got to bring this one back.
Holding, offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
They're going to get Byron Bell, the veteran offensive lineman.
Yeah, you take a look. Byron gets to the second level, and right there, you got to let him go.
And he held up Hager, who had made
got
the
a
tackle
full
on the
handful
previous
there.
play.
You got to let him go.
It's hard to hide the left hand inside the jersey, pulling it down at the neck.
Might have been inside his T-shirt underneath his jersey.
That's an old veteran move. You just can't extend. If you keep him close to you, they won't call it. But the minute your arms extend, they have to throw the flag.
2nd and 7 from the 30, a 7-0 lead. The quick hitter to the rookie, Noah Brown. Noah Brown breaks the tackle, and he's going to get a first down. He's going to get all the way to the 20-yard line for a gain of almost 11.
Michael Jordan's got to make that tackle. He's got to break down and get him on the ground here. This is what they want to do. They want you to throw the ball short, rally to the football, and you got to tackle in the back end. Wade Phillips defenses are known for tackling well in the secondary, and this can't happen.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Morgan Fox. I mean, you need guys to hustle to the ball, especially on those little bubble screens or slip screens. You got to get bodies to the football.
Cody Davis eventually hung on for dear life and made the tackle and puts it now on the 19-yard line. Moore, plenty of time now under pressure. Gets away from it, rolling to his left, or to his right rather. Remember, he is a lefty, and he throws it away.
Nice rush there by the rookie and Juan Price coming off the edge. And this is something he did a bunch in college, is use that leverage, get underneath. Lyle Collins could have drawn a flag right there
For going low.
with that rush, but he's a guy in college, I don't know if you remember, Andrew, played with the shorts on. the pants were pulled. Marshall, he had those
Yeah.
things up just about
Very
the thigh
short.
pad.
Louis Tringapassat there as well. 2nd and 10. After more incompletion, 19-yard line, 7-0 early on here. Rams on top of the Cowboys. Moore with the delay. McFadden backs to the outside, multiple flags down. Juan Price turned to the official and raised his hand and said, "Where is it?"
Yeah, just good penetration here, and you forced an offensive lineman to grab you. I mean, that's the next best thing to making the tackle right there, drawing the flag.
I think they're going to get Byron Bell again, guys. 2nd time in 3 plays.
Holding, offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
This is a little bit concerning if you're a Cowboy fan watching this tonight, because there are 2 new players who are going to be in this offensive line. Doug Free's not there anymore. Leary is gone. So a guy like Byron Bell's going to have to play, and this can't happen. He's about taking himself out of field goal range.
Cowboys were in the red zone for the first time down to the 19 after the holding call. Again, it's Bell's 2nd in 3 plays. They back out to the 29-yard line to set up a 2nd and 20. Moore brought down, and then he throws it. They're going to call him in the grasp or not. Matt Longacre got him.
I mean, you want to turn a corner. Man, for a minute he looked like Robert Quinn the way he dipped his shoulder and got around the corner.
It's an incompletion. Longacre could have been held.
It's just a good move right there.
A little slap rip and flatten to the quarterback.
Moore clearly guided it away before that right knee hit the ground. Now 3rd and 20. Matt Longacre, a guy who put his hand to the ground a lot in the Greg Williams 4-3, standing up a little bit more. Now lined up on the left side here on 3rd and 20 as Kellen Moore's going to set up the screen. And that's 41, I beg your pardon, for the Cowboys.
And they are going to learn and understand
Keith Smith.
down and distance here. The Cowboys are just trying to get in better field goal range. They want to get their kicker in field goal range, and that screen was perfectly set up by Kellen Moore. As a defensive lineman, you want to make sure you understand there's no free sacks in the NFL. If you're running free, something's wrong.
You're getting that little resistance. You want to turn around and go the other way.
32-yard field goal try for Dan Bailey. Keith Smith, the fullback there from Covina on 3rd down. Bailey's kick is up, and with Dan Bailey, it normally is good, and it is. And the Cowboys are on the board. Rams on top 7-3. 10:20 remaining. 2nd quarter here in a beautiful night at the Coliseum.
And Rams on top 7-3, and it's time for our social hits of the week, brought to you by AT&T. AT&T is a proud sponsor of the Rams. Entertainment your way. So social media blew up yesterday when news broke that the Rams traded for Bills receiver Sammy Watkins. Robert Woods with some emoji love for Watkins, welcoming him to LA, where the former receiver teammates with the Bills will be reunited here in LA. And the NFL making note of the offensive prowess the Rams have accrued, tweeting, "How about the new Rams Big Three? Goff, Gurley, Watkins, Andrew. The Rams now have no excuses for no offense," right?
You know what? There are a lot of good pieces here, Jill. A lot of good pieces when Tavon Austin is healthy as well. And he's getting close with that hamstring. There's a lot of weapons. Pretty good cockpit there for Jared Goff. Pharaoh Cooper back to return it. He is going to let it roll to the far side of the end zone, and he's going to down it there for the touchback. Guys, Sammy Watkins is a legit #1, and honestly, it's not that big of a risk for the Rams. They gave up a 2nd-round pick next year, Marshall, but if you were to leave via free agency, you likely get back the compensatory 3. Where's the risk?
There's not any. I mean, this is a guy that, when healthy, is a premier receiver in this league, and I'm talking about a serious deep threat, a real one that is going to garner attention and help declare coverage for your quarterback and get other guys opportunities. That's what he brings to the table.
There's Sean Mannion with the completion to Gerald Everett, the rookie tight end. People think Jordan Reed when they see Gerald Everett. He's already made the comparisons. Says they want to make this group as good as the Redskins group of tight ends. That's 9.
And I just like the catch and the run after the catch, the ability to make people miss. I mean, this is a big body guy, 6'3", 245 pounds, and he's out there fleet of foot.
That was my comparison when I watched him at South Alabama. I wrote down Jordan Reed on the paper, so to be with the coach that coached Jordan Reed, what a good fit for him.
The 44th overall selection. Justin Davis, the former Trojan, into the game now. Undrafted rookie trying to make this team. He is impressed, and they'll love this too, except that he fumbled. He got the first down, got across the 40-yard line. Looks like he got hit in the head. That ball is loose on the 45. Taco Charlton pointing Dallas's direction. Already at 4 fumbles in this game. Craig Rolstad said Rams will keep it. Man, that ball keeps getting put on the floor.
I'm watching right now, and Skip Pete.
He's on the field.
He's on the field. I mean, his head is steaming right now. His running backs are having a problem with holding on to the football.
Well, Marshall, he got clotheslined.
This
there.
wasn't the contact on the ball, though. He just lost it on his own.
Right. That's exactly.
Bob, you're talking to Coach McVay the other day. He's excited about Justin Davis, undrafted rookie out of USC. He's a slashing runner, and he said he just finds a way to show up in practice. It's a great run. You got to secure the football.
He is the youngest Ram, 22 in November, had 21 touchdowns in 4 years as a Trojan. Hit in the head there by David Irving. Movement at the line and a flag.
Offense, number 14, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
All right, so some sloppiness here in consecutive plays.
It is, and for Sean Mannion, this is your responsibility. If you're a rookie, yes, you know, you're a guy. You've been around the block a couple of times. Your third-year guy, you don't want to make the mistake of having to delay a game. That's on the quarterback. Sometimes you say it's on the play caller, but play was in already.
It's a loss of 5 on that delay to bring up a 1st and 15. Mannion out of gun from right. There's a completion to the rookie Cooper Kupp. Already a fan favorite, and he breaks a tackle and gets it all back in a first down.
Cooper Kupp has some punt return history, and you see that after the catch with what he's able to do, make people miss and get you some extra yards. That's what the Green Bay Packers have done a great job for so long, is finding guys at the receiver position that have a return background. You see it after the catch right there, Marshall.
Yeah, I mean, when you draw that up, that's going to be, what, a 16-yard reception, but it was actually a 5-yard reception, and he got the rest with his feet, and that's what you need your receivers to do.
It is officially 16 yards, the most decorated receiver in FCS history. Play fake, now Mannion throws it short. There's the second catch for Gerald Everett, so this drive is all about the rookies here. 2 catches by Everett, 1 by Kupp, and the run there by Justin Davis.
Pretty instinctive by Everett there, too, to just settle down and get north and south. And for a young player, when you're scouting at a game like this, you want to see, hey, can you just make the first guy miss? That's on you. Show me something. And so far, so good for 81 here, the tight end, Gerald Everett.
I mentioned that Redskins comment where Everett early in camp said he thinks this Rams tight end group can be better. Redskins tight end group, Sean McVay tells us that he told Everett basically pipe down.
He said play a preseason game first.
We get on the field for 2nd and 7. Again, the gun, the throw right. There's Pharoh Cooper, second-year receiver, part of last year's class. And Cooper to the boundary, gets a first down. Xavier Woods there.
And I just like the throw. I mean, the throw is exactly where it needs to be. You throw an out route, you make a mistake out wide. Okay, you make a mistake inside, you can add that up. That's 6.
Don't ever be late to the flat, and that was on time, on the money.
Officially a gain of 8. Pharoh Cooper now wide to the left on first down for the Rams. Sean Mannion's putting a nice little drive together. Gonna hand to Justin Davis, second carry. Davis, wow, he's really looked good in camp, and he's looking good here today in his debut as a pro. Gets to the 18-yard line before Duke Thomas brings him down.
There's just a little patience here, and then it's not speed to the hole, it's speed through the hole right there. That one cut sealed the play, because there was a free hitter coming from the backside that he just exploded by. And there he is protecting the ball like he should.
Great vision there by Justin Davis.
From Stockton, Lincoln High School, Justin Davis again over the right side. Davis balls out. Looks like he was reaching for extra yardage, and he basically threw it. Rams have put it on the ground again, and this time it costs them.
I've literally never seen something like that before.
It's contagious. It's contagious.
I've just never seen that. Wow.
Turnover deep in Dallas territory as the Rams were driving. The rookie Justin Davis.
I can see the problem. Running back, understand this. One is on your fingertips, the other one is your forearm, the next one's your body. He lost the body point of contact. the minute you try to make a move, that ball will fly out, and that's what happened. I mean, I've never seen it literally fly out like that, but there's times when you lose one of those points of pressure, and the easiest one is the one to the body, because in college, a lot of running backs run with the ball, swinging the ball, and I could tell he was that kind of runner.
Justin Davis again, the rookie out of USC, had a nice drive going. That was the second fumble on that drive for Davis, as we see Alfred Morris here into the game and running back. Remember to Ezekiel Elliott, Darren McFadden started. Go ahead.
Alfred Morris got a big role for this Cowboy football team, especially in these first 6 weeks. And talking to some of the scouts with the Cowboys, Marshall, they said he has had a phenomenal camp. So there's some encouragement there.
Just a hard worker. I mean, I just love the story, love what he did in Washington, and just how he plays. Willing to play and accept whatever role.
Former late-round pick, had only 69 yards last year for the Cowboys. Pre-snap flag there, but this is after he had over 4,700 yards.
Start. Offense, number 86. The penalty's half the distance to the goal, still second down.
That was 86 Connor Hamlet. I was saying 4,700 yards for Alfred Morris in 4 years with the Redskins. Now he is here with McFadden and eventually with Ezekiel Elliott.
Let's see if the Rams can crank up the pass rush here. Our guy Casanova, what's he got for us here?
Casanova McKenzie, number 57, DJ. Is that who you're referring to?
That's who we're talking about.
Practice squad last year, 3-year starter at Auburn. Watch for him. Or you can watch for the run over the right side. Rams stout there in the middle of that offensive line. Number 60, Kevin Davis.
I really like how the interior parts of the Rams defensive line, how they've handled the straight ahead running game. If you notice, the Cowboys, they love running in between the A and B gaps. They've had to make all their hay outside in the C and D gaps thus far in this game.
Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
See if Wade Phillips can figure out a way to get a backer on a back.
Screen or draw. You got to watch out for it.
Backers on backs.
Equals sacks.
There you go. Need the 13-yard line for the first half. Crowds get loud. One of the play clock. Moore steps up, throws Noah Brown, the rookie there, is going to slide down, and he's going to make the catch. And Troy Hill, the veteran DB, is going to get up there and make the tackle.
Yeah, you cannot slip down. I mean, you fall, and you leave a guy open, and right there.
I'll tell you what,
you couldn't tell.
Kellen Moore's had a rough game so far, Marshall, but right there did a nice job of climbing up in the pocket and buying some time.
Second catch for Noah Brown as Nickel Roby-Coleman goes Superman over his back there. It's good for 11 and a first down to the 16-yard line. They're going to run again. Alfred Morris, nowhere to go. Hemmed in and eventually brought down. Morgan Fox had the pursuit of the weeks on the backside.
And right there, you get the edge. You get the edge set, and once you set the edge, and then it allows the interior part of the defensive line to pursue the ball. If you're going to play 34, your outside linebackers, when the ball is ran to them, they must set the edge outside arm free. Matt Longacre did a really good job with that.
Fox and Longacre combining for that one brings up a 2nd and 11 and officially a loss of 1. Under 3 to go now, first half. Rams on top, 7-3 over the Cowboys. Moore wanted the ball. I know they're going to blow it dead. He pumped his leg. Might have had some movement on the left side of the line.
The ball was snapped. Timeout. Dallas. This is their first charge timeout.
Cowboys going to take a timeout. We're going to take a break. Rams again on top, 7-3, approaching halftime here on a beautiful night at the Coliseum.
The Rams on top, 7-3 over the Cowboys. And stay tuned for the Rams on 2 halftime show. Jim Hill and Jim Everett will get you all of the stats from the first half. Highlights. We head back to the studio for those stats from the first half, plus a look ahead to the second half of action. That's on your Rams on 2 halftime show, thanks to your helpful SoCal Honda dealers.
All right, Joe, thank you. Jim Hill, of course, the hardest working man in show business, bar none.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
And maybe the smoothest as well, Marshall.
Without a doubt.
That's Marshall Falk, Daniel Jeremiah. I'm Andrew Siciliano. Jill down to the sideline. And Eddie Klippinger as well. We'll be back with us shortly. Kellen Moore, 6 of 13, now 6 of 14. That one knocked away at the line. Might have been Tanzel Smart, the rookie out of Tulane, number 92. Or it could have been Bryce Hager, 54. Let's get a second look at that one. It is... I think Tanzel Smart got it first.
Tanzel Smart, to me, reminds me a little bit of Grady Jarrett when he was coming out of college.
And that's a good comparison.
Talk about somebody that's undersized but has some burst and has a little wiggle to him as an inside penetrator.
3rd and 11 now from the 16-yard line. See if the Rams defense can get off the field. Cowboys converted earlier on 3rd down. And here's a completion, but it's going to be right at the sticks again. It's going to be actually Rico Gathers, a beg your pardon. It's not going to be McFadden. It's going to be 80. It's going to be the tight end, the former Baylor basketball player, had a touchdown last week, and he's going to be shy of the first down.
They converged on his ball, but Rico Gathers, such a big man. I mean, he caught that with straight mitts. Yeah, that's
a big dude.
You tell a guy reach out and catch a ball. Man, that was like a rebound.
Morgan Fox, by the way.
Yeah.
Just obliterated somebody on that pressure right there. That's what you want to see. Get a little space. Some power rush from Morgan Fox.
Morgan Fox has been in the backfield. Matt Longanker has been in the backfield, and we are at the 2-minute warning. Rams going to get the ball back. Shakir Ryan with a chance at a return when we return here late in the second. Call it 2 series technically by Jared Goff after the muff punt here by the Cowboys led to a touchdown, and the Rams have a lead 7-3. Now the 2-minute warning. Mannion and McVay are going to get another shot here. Shakir Ryan, the rookie out of Northwestern State, is set to return this one. He stands on his own 24-yard line. Thanks so much for joining us. Beautiful night here at the Coliseum. The punt is away, and the punt is an awful one. It's going to go out of bounds on the fly on the Rams sideline near the 45-yard line. Great field position. Guys, Justin Davis had trouble on that last possession. Put the ball on the ground twice.
This is one thing that you do not want to have a problem with as a running back. I already know Skip Pete is in his ear. I saw Todd Gurley talking to him. Coach McVay even spoke to him. It is important. I remember as a rookie, Kurt Loudermilk told me, everybody hopes and dreams is in that football. We need you to hold on to it.
And
you got to hold on to the football.
Look, it can get in your head, Marshall, I'd have to imagine.
Oh, man.
Movement on the line. And a pre-snap whistle.
It tells you what they think of him as a player, though. After 2 fumbles, he's still out there on the football field.
And they do think a lot of Justin
Neutral zone
Davis.
infraction. Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Charles Tapper, who had an injury-plagued first year, jumped off sides, gives the Rams 5 and puts them just shy of midfield.
Here's what he's fighting right now. As a young player, he's fighting the thought process of holding on to the football, and that takes away from your ability to run the football effectively.
Thinking too much. Cooper Kupp's going to come in motion, tight to the right side here for Sean Mannion. Hands Justin Davis. Nice cutback again. He's shown he's got the moves to play in this league. He's going to pick up a first down to the 42, but there's a flag back on the Dallas 48-yard line.
And this is what you have to do. Now you're a known fumbler. Cover up the football because everybody's grabbing for it now. Everybody.
It's coming back as they call Pace Murphy for a hold.
Yeah, Pace Murphy's had a tough one so far. He's been beaten for a sack by Taco Charlton and just negated a nice run right there with the penalty. Marshall, I'll tell you what, the Justin Davis, I love the way he's running. Just needs to go ahead and bring the ball with him.
The patience, the explosiveness once he makes a cut, and the willingness to deliver the blow. But protecting the football is a must in this league.
After the hold, it is a 1st and 12, and nowhere to go there. Justin Davis did, however, hold on to the football as it was number 58, DeMontre Moore, the well-traveled DeMontre Moore that hit him a couple of yards deep in the backfield. Ball's on the 40.
And that's probably the best thing for him. You get a hit like that, you hold on to the football, your confidence starts to build.
Rams have all 3 timeouts. They're not going to use one. Clock moves on 2nd and 14. Davis over the middle with the reception. Gets back a couple of yards beyond the original line of scrimmage to the Rams' 47-yard line. Clock is still moving now, ticking towards 1:10 remaining. And the Rams are going to keep all 3 timeouts here. It's a gain of 7.
I'd like to see him get Gerald Everett down the seam here. As a tight end, he can really, really run, stretch the seam, see if you can't get a big chunk play right here.
Clock winds now, under a minute remaining in the first half. Taking you back inside the studios, Jim Hill, Jim Everett coming up at the half. Rams seem happy to let this clock run down. Play clock now under 10. McVay looks like he's ready to use one of those timeouts, and he does with the play clock at 2. 36 seconds to go, sets up a third down. You mentioned Gerald Everett. DJ, let's take a look at that Rams draft class. He was the 44th overall selection and their #1 pick on the second day of the draft. Heavy on the offense early.
Yeah, they went heavy offense. That's the trend here for the last few years. But we've already seen Gerald Everett make some plays. Cooper Kupp with a touchdown tonight. We've seen Tanzel Smart get in the backfield as a defensive tackle. And we've seen Juan Price get in the backfield and generate some pressure. So far, so good in a draft class without a first-round pick.
And to not have a first-round pick, I'm going to say Les Snead did a great job maneuvering and getting picks and getting guys to help his team without having that star #1 pick being drafted in the first round. This draft class is pretty darn good.
Interesting on their drafts. This year, first 2 picks offense. 2016, first 4 picks offense. 2015, first 7 picks offense.
Paul McRoberts into the game, new number. He's wearing 19. Remember, he wore 8 last year in the preseason. He's wide to the left on 3rd and 7. Let's see what Sean Mannion can do. Mannion, you wanted Gerald Everett, DJ, down the seam. Would you take the cross for the first down?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
You can see the burst, Marshall, at the top of his route, the quickness that he possesses to generate some.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
And it's Davis this time with the hold.
Yeah, that's the other element of the game. Not just holding on to the football, but probably more important than holding on to the football is protecting the quarterback. And right here, he's tried. You got to step into the trees, and you got to try to deliver the blow. And then from there, it's a fight. You got to fight to the end. And
that's a full takedown right there.
You're supposed to lose that battle, but you got to put up a better fight.
So in scouting, we say you got to put your face in the fan, Marshall.
That's it. You know you're going to lose.
He took down Mark Nuzachu. Beg your pardon. And here's Justin Davis on the delay. Davis has proven he could be a good open field runner here. He's proven he can put his foot in the ground and make a move as he takes it to the 50.
He's slithery.
Hey,
Slithery runner.
Listen, he's elusive, and there's no wasted motion when he makes a cut. He loses no
Second
speed.
charge timeout. Dallas. This will be a 30-second timeout.
He stays north and south. That's what I love about him. He's not getting caught trying to get lateral, not tippy-toeing around. He is vertical. As soon as he can, one cut, get upfield.
But it's the setup too. It's the setup, the straight line running to allow your blockers to make their blocks before you make a cut. And oh yes, yeah, you guys have seen it at home. 2 hands on the ball.
He held on to the ball there. Eventually, beg your pardon, Xavier Woods brought him down. All right, so a timeout's been called here by the Cowboys. Dallas has 1 remaining. It's 4th down. Davis couldn't get it all back, so Johnny Hecker is now on to punt here for the Rams with a flag down in the backfield. Lenore's going to point to it, and it's going to go out of bounds on the fly on the 20-yard line of the Cowboys.
This could be on the Cowboys.
Craig Rolstad, our referee tonight.
Could be somebody grabbing to try to get somebody free. Because they went for the block there.
Rolstad in his 14th year, 4th year with his own crew as a referee. Walk it over towards Jason Garrett now, trying to figure this thing out. 16 seconds.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 86. That penalty will be tacked on to the end of the punt. 1st down, Dallas.
And they get Nelson Spruce, who had a great opener to his preseason last year. And then had the injury, never got on the field after that. Spruce had a tackle earlier today on special teams, but this one he gets flagged. See the look on McVay's face, guys, after the 5 fumbles, the penalties, and the backups on that last drive. Kind of wearing on them.
They got a lot to teach. A lot of stuff you can go over in the tape room tomorrow for the Rams, but we find themselves leading the football game right now as we're getting ready to go into half.
It's 7-3, and they say winning is everything in the preseason. It's some of the thing. And a lot of the other things can get somewhat annoying, because when you're constantly putting the football on the ground, you're not going to win in the regular season, or for that matter, the postseason. Kellen Moore with the dump off here, and that's Alfred Morris who breaks one tackle. Morris takes it to the 43-yard line with 8 on the clock, and Dallas takes a timeout. Kevin Peterson,
Third and final
the corner.
charge timeout. Dallas, there's a 30-second timeout.
See Jason Garrett smiling. Kevin Peterson, who's impressing people in camp up there for the tackle.
Kevin Peterson's going to have to make this football team on special teams. I mean, that's gonna be his bread and butter.
I'm just trying to figure out what the Cowboys are doing.
What are
here.
they doing?
I'm assuming they're going for the Hail Mary. You have Rico Gathers out there.
Can Kellen Moore get it there? And that's not a joke. Do you think he can get it there? The ball is on his own 44. Wade Phillips looking on.
Yeah, and you have to understand what you have here. You got a left-handed quarterback, so they might roll him left.
They need to get 10 yards and then get a shot at a Hail Mary if that's what they're going to do.
They have Jones, Brown, and Gathers to the left of the formation here. Kellen Moore is going to step up. Kellen Moore instead throws to the right, throws out of bounds with 1 second on the clock. They're going to have one more play. The intended receiver there, number 18, Brian Brown. Any Brown will do.
I'll go ahead and put a bag of donuts on it.
Yeah?
That Kellen Moore can reach the end zone. He's going to have to climb up there, but he can reach it from here.
What kind of donuts?
I'll go assorted.
Assorted?
Yeah.
Okay. Marshall, you want in on this?
No,
No?
I gave up on donuts.
I forgot. I forgot.
Are we talking Krispy Kreme?
Marshall
or
avoiding the
Dunkin'
training
Donuts?
table
Go
these
right to the
days.
top of the chain.
Okay.
Marshall's back to his playing way. Oh, they're going to take a knee. And I wanted donuts. 7-3.
That is the end of the first half.
Yes, it is, Craig Rolstad. Rams have the lead, 7-3. Cooper Kupp fell the ball.
Is he Zeke? No, but I think he can give you 4 yards in a cloud of dust significantly where you can stay on pace to kind of stay in rhythm of what we've known them to be.
All right, second half underway at the Coliseum. Andrew Siciliano, Daniel Jeremiah, Marshall Faulk with the call. We'll see you after the game.
Rams get a touchdown on the board early when Robert Woods fumbled a Jared Goff completion into the end zone. Cooper Kupp fell on it, and the Rams have themselves a 7-3 lead, guys.
I think we're looking for some encouragement here with the Rams. You're looking at all these young players making plays in the first half. Hasn't always culminated in points, but you're seeing some guys that can really run. This is a more athletic football team, especially on the offensive side of the ball than last year.
We have a new quarterback. It's Cooper Rush into the game here for the Cowboys. 9 of 18 with a touchdown in the Hall of Fame game a week ago. The undrafted rookie free agent out of Central Michigan. Cooper Rush, second in MAC history, career passing yards, nearly 13,000 passing yards. He once threw 7 touchdowns, Marshall, in something called the Bahamas Bowl.
Wow. I think 7 touchdowns, period, is a lot. But if you put him into this game, they're trying to run with him early. The Rams' interior defensive line, they're committed to stopping the run, and they're going to try to put the pressure on him to make some passes.
There's Cooper Rush throwing over the middle, and that is a completion, and that is a first down here for the Cowboys. That's to number 89, Blake Jarwin, the tight end, to the 38-yard line.
That's Marquis Christian flying around. I like to see that, but you got to break down and make the tackle.
All right, 7-3 as we get a first down there. We're 1 minute in to the third quarter. And Cooper Rush has the short drop throws to the outside. There's Rico Gathers. Marshall, you said earlier, he went up like a basketball player for a rebound. He is the leading rebounder in Baylor history. Had that touchdown last week as well.
I know we use the word beast often, but this man is a beast.
He is
And
huge.
when he catches the ball, you got to get him down early. I'm talking, 6'7", 290.
He's a work in
How do you
progress
cover
in the run
6'7",
game.
290, in all honesty?
Well, when you're covered, you're open because you're going to be bigger than everybody else is on
That's
you.
it.
But his work needs to come in the run game. That's how he's going to get on the football field. We know he's a great athlete.
He's a work in progress, very much so, but stuck around last year. Worked with some Tony Romo on the side here. And the Cowboys love him. They love the potential that he has. Alfred Morris into the game and running back. Morris has a couple of yards over the left side. Bryce Hager who has shown up a lot of times on the stat sheet.
And that's just it, to get him to work in the run game. You can be a physical specimen, but you have to have good technique. You're going to play against other physical specimens, guys that, they've been playing football for a long time. You're spending a lot of time in basketball. So that's going to be a part of this game that's going to be slow to come through. But when you can flex him out like this, and now that ball go up the seam, it's tough to cover.
We're a couple of minutes after sunset now, as on third down we have a completion. We got a nice tackle there as well by number 41 for the Rams.
That's Moreeeee
Christian. And it's right at the sticks.
So this is his style as a tackler. You saw him have a flyby miss a minute ago, and now you see him have a flyby. That's a connection, though, Marshall. It looks like you got him short.
Right there, you got to get him down. And that sudden impact, if you hit him up high and you allow him to continue and he dives forward, he can get the first down. Right there, you take your legs up underneath him. And I'm going to tell you, as an offensive player, you don't want that hit. You are going down immediately. You don't want anyone going at your knees.
All right, it brings about a punt here, and here is Shake Ryan calling for the fair catch at the 15-yard line. We got a special guest coming up. Rams traded for a wide receiver yesterday. You may be familiar with him. Sammy Watkins joins us in the booth straight ahead here. In at 3. So the Rams kind of shocked the football world yesterday. That's the Hall of Famer Marshall Falk. I'm Andrew Siciliano. This is Sammy Watkins. He is now a member of the Rams. They made the trade yesterday, formerly at Bill. You said before the game, Sammy, you were shocked. Where were you? How did you find out the news?
It was right after workout, and Coach called me in, and I thought it was going to be
Rams start the offense to set for the 15-yard line.
But when I walked in, I seen kind of a vibe. So I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. And he was like, you're getting traded. I'm like, looking crazy. And he said, you're getting traded to LA Rams. I'm like,
here's Justin Davis down the sideline. Big run here for Justin Davis. And you said to Sean McDermott, I can do LA.
Yes. I just feel like, man, nice weather out here. They got a great team already. They can add me on, and we can win some games. And that's what it's about, winning games and having fun. And I'm down for that.
Sam, in the last year and a half, battling injuries. You say you're healthy right now. What is it like understanding you're coming to a team with the head coach who's offensive minded and understands how to get the best out of players and what they like to do?
One thing is I'm healthy, so whatever he needs me to go out there, blocking, going in there, getting some safeties, I'm down for it. But just to see his offense and watching him playing those guys, everybody's getting the ball, from the tight end, running back, the slot. I can't wait to be a part of it. Robert Woods, you have Tavon Austin, you got Todd Gurley, you got Jared back there throwing the ball. I just can't wait to be a part of it.
You were asked before the game about your contract situation. Bills didn't pick up the 5th-year option, right? So this is the final year of your deal. Do you see LA, Sammy, as a place where you can be long-term?
Most definitely, but I first got to handle, on the field. I got to control. And once I be myself on the field and have the season that I'm going to have, the contract situation to play out the way it should.
What do you want people to know, Sammy? Because when a team doesn't pick up a 5th-year option for a guy like you, people go, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah, I can't control that. All I can control is being healthy. And once I'm healthy and I'm going to be out there, I'm going to be at the elite level like all the other wide receivers being mentioned. The question just been my health, and I'm healthy now. So they're going to see the old Sammy Watkins, Clemson, and I'm going to be out there having fun.
Sammy, similar to you, I was traded to the very same Rams. And I remember that feeling of coming into a new locker room. What has that been like? Different set of circumstances. You're coming in while they're getting ready to play a game. What has it been like since you've been here, the short amount of time that you've been here?
Great vibes. It's LA, so everybody's chill, cooling it. And I met the coaches and the general manager. Everybody seemed pretty calm and collected. And some guys I played with or played against, so that's the good thing about just coming in the locker room with brothers. Everybody from the same thing, from college to the NFL with brothers. So I just got to gain these guys' trust on the field, in my play, once I do that, I think it'll be just like a new team.
Well, your new brothers are going for it here, Sammy, on 4th down, and there's a completion to Paul McRoberts, who you're going to be joining in the wide receiver room. Sean Mannion with the completion here after a nice Justin Davis run and a Nelson Spruce completion. Here is a first down. You want to break down the play here for Paul McRoberts, Sammy? What do you say?
I see the quarterback
gave him this
do
angle.
a great job. Looked the safety off. The guy ran a slant. He was open. Just a great throw and a great catch.
You got a future of this, too, if you want.
Now we got to keep him on the field. You're trying to take my job. You ain't telling him your part. You're telling him my job.
32-yard line here. Sammy Watkins is in the booth with us, the newest Ram. You mentioned your brothers here. Nikel Roby-Coleman is here. He spoke glowingly of you yesterday. Robert Woods is here as well. He signed as a free agent. Former Trojan came home in the offseason. What did they tell you? Or how did they blow up your phone when the news came down?
Rob hit me right after that happened, and he just let me know, man, you're coming to a good place. These coaches letting us own the locker room, own this team, and it's on a good start. And I'm just ready to just be a part of it because I know what I can do on the field, and I just got to gain the coaches' trust and get on the right page as Jared, and get this thing started off.
Man, you didn't complete there to Gerald Everett. How long does it take, Sammy? Because when guys get traded, we're already in the preseason. It's not like you were in minicamp. It's not like you were going through OTAs. How long do you think it's going to take to learn a new offense and adjust?
Honestly, I catch on pretty quick, so it might take a week and a half, a week. Depends on how much we study, but I'm going to go in and try to learn as much as I can learn, and learn the formations first. That's the quickest thing that you got to learn, where to line up at, and then you learn concepts. And once I'm learn everything, I can play fast, and I'll be free-minded.
Is the target goal to play next Saturday?
That's my goal. You know how preseason is. You only run a certain amount of plays, slant, drag, curls, maybe a go. So as long as you can just tell me my route, I can go out there and line up and play.
There you go.
Yeah. Mannion here on 3rd down.
Hold up, wait. I don't know if we. What number? What number are you?
Yeah, what number are you going to wear?
What number are you going to wear?
Because Mannion's got your 14.
I'm trying to. What number are you going to wear?
I don't know. They've been drilling me all day with it. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. They say 12 is open. I'm gonna try to talk to him and see if he's gonna let me get it.
What's your offer? Because I talked to Sean Mannion yesterday, and I said, "What are you going to ask for?" Here comes Greg Zuerlein to line up. I said, "You got to ask Sammy for something." And he kind of started scratching his chin and said he's going to think about it. What's the most you'd pay? Real quick.
Not the most. Don't answer that. You might box yourself in the corner.
What's your offer?
My offer?
Yeah. Make an offer.
Don't make an offer. Don't do it.
I think
Preseason opener over the Cowboys. You know, the Rams have 3 more years to play here in the iconic Coliseum, but they have a very bright future, a state-of-the-art future they'll be moving to. Just last week, the LA Sports and Entertainment District unveiled their presentation of the new stadium down in Inglewood, $2.6 billion. Same architects that built Jerry's World in Dallas, HKS, are building it. It's going to be ready in 2020, and it'll host the 2022 Super Bowl, the LA Olympic opening ceremonies in 2028. I saw it, guys. It's spectacular. A world game changer for sports entertainment venues.
Absolutely, Jill. I flew over it on Wednesday evening, and again, work is being done. It does look spectacular, and the Rams look forward to moving into it. Just one extra year here at the Coliseum. That's all it's going to take. Lance Lenore with the return there after the Greg Zuerlein field goal. And the Cowboys come out of the 17-yard line. Daniel Jeremiah back in the booth. Marshall Falk, Andrew Siciliano. Sammy Watkins up here before. Marshall didn't want to put any money on the table yet for that number 14.
Can't let him do it. Can't let him do it. I actually had to buy my number when I got to the Colts.
Who'd you buy it from?
A guy named Ed Tolner.
And?
Yeah. It cost me a case of beer a week.
For how long?
Ed drives a hard
season.
That's it?
That's a lot.
Was it at least good beer, Marshall?
Oh, yeah.
Cooper Rush, deep ball down the right sideline, and that is complete across the 40 to number 18. That's the other Brown. There are 2 wide receivers. That is Brian Brown for the Cowboys. Kevin Peterson with the coverage.
I mentioned earlier Kevin Peterson going to have to make this team on special teams. As a corner, when you watch him at Oklahoma State, I like the instincts that he has. He's got to play the football better, and you saw an example of it right there. But Marshall, whether or not he's on this roster is going to be determined what he does on 4th down.
You got to play teams. That's just it. If you wanna, if you're not in that starting rotation, you have to play teams.
It's a gain of 25. As Rod Smith is into the game now, and he is running over the left side, and he's putting his head down with a flag down. Looks like a hold, and it looks like that one's going to be wiped out anyway.
Holding. Offense. Number 61. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
All right, let's go down to the sideline. Danny Kluppinger with a key Rams off-season edition. Danny.
That's right, Andrew Whitworth. We've got you here in an LA Rams uniform. 11 seasons with Cincinnati. Is it weird to come out here and play for another team?
It's definitely different. Sitting in the locker room today, just thinking about my first time out as a Los Angeles Ram, but it was exciting and a lot of fun, and just good to get some of that nervous energy out and get it over with.
Was it over with? I mean, you were out there for not very long.
Yeah, you know, we wanted to try and get a score with the first group, and got a great break there with the turnover, and we're able to do what counts, and that is when you can make those turnovers turn into points. It makes a huge difference in NFL football games, so I was happy to be a part of it.
You told me that you're all about observing so that when you talk, it means something. What have you observed so far in that offensive line room?
I mean, honestly, just how young the group is. I mean, you know, with Sully, myself, and Raj, you know, it's really an opportunity for us to kind of not only just mentor, but settle guys down and just say, hey, play the game, go out there, have fun, execute. You know, because you really got to be able to concentrate on practice time is practice time, and when it's game time, it's time to let it loose.
Everybody wants to know if Todd Gurley is going to be able to get let loose out here. What do you think? Do you see that offensive mind going to happen with Sean's team?
Yeah, I really do. I think that Todd's going to have a great season, and we look forward to it. You know, in practice with the Chargers, really, and in our practices, we've done really well with it, and Todd's had some great practices. So we're looking forward to it and the opportunity to really get him let loose, because quarterback's best friend is a great running game, and that's going to be important for us.
Thanks, Andrew.
All right, Andrew Whitworth down to the field, left tackle, trying to make that left side that much better this year for the Rams. After the big hit by Moreeeee Christian, it is 3rd and 5. Cooper Rush with the completion. That is Noah Brown with the catch, and he is still running, and that ball is out. Ball's out of the 28-yard line. Can anyone hold on to the football here tonight?
Man, this ball falling out like it's a hot potato.
It's a first down if the Cowboys fall on it. And they do.
I'll tell you what, Moreeeee Christian is feast or famine as a tackler. He's going to be going 100 miles an hour. He's had a couple big hits, and then he had a miss, and now you finally see the Cowboys put the football on the ground again, and not a contact fumble. Just kind of fell out the back door there.
Troy Hill got him up around the shoulder pads, actually didn't bring him down. And Noah Brown, the rookie out of Ohio State, a lot of people said should have stayed in school, came out. Cowboys took a late round flyer on him, made the catch there. As you see Rico Gathers lining up on the left side of the line. Again, he is 6'7", 290. Cooper Rush, good field position now, 27-yard line. And the hand to Jalen Smith's brother, guys. That is Rod Smith, the brother of the Cowboys' first-year linebacker who is not playing tonight. 2 career rushes coming into the regular season, but he had 18 last week in the Hall of Fame game.
I was in the stadium when Jalen Smith at the Fiesta Bowl suffered that unfortunate knee injury against Ohio State. And coming into that game, I thought he was the best prospect in the entire country. And everybody wondered, would he play again? And now it looks like he's almost back to full health, and we'll get to see him some this year.
Cooper Rush 7 of 7, and he has Jalen's brother Rod in his right hip pocket after that gain of 2. Jalen and Rod, by the way, roommates, not surprisingly. Cooper Rush, lofted, end zone. That's a catch. That's a Rico Gathers touchdown for the Cowboys.
Right here. I mean, this is going to be, Wade is just going to let him know. You have to stay attached, and you have to play the ball. You got to get your hand around or immediately stick your hand when the receiver's arms go up. This is just a perfectly thrown ball.
Tell you what, Ralph Sampson can run too.
I mean, this guy has some potential in this league. He is a beast.
And he beat Folarin Oromalade. DJ and I were actually flipping a coin down on the field before the game to see who would have to say Oromalade's name the first time. Couldn't compete there in coverage. Enrico Gathers has a touchdown for the 2nd consecutive week. So he is certainly making a case here to make this team. Sam Irwin-Hill, who had never kicked the ball as a place kicker until last week, ties the game at 10. 2:27 left in the third. Clips you saw leaving the shot there, Rams linebacker coach Joe Barry. His team, a little trouble in coverage here on the 6'7" Rico Gathers, Marshall.
Yeah, and Rico does it out and up, and right there, you're in good position. That's all you have to do is play the football, and this kid has a bright future. You know, when you think about who just beat you for a touchdown, 6'7", 290. Who can run 4.5? It's you're losing to a better athlete, but you still had an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
It's Fuller and over Millarde, the linebacker in coverage here, and now we have Katie Cannon, the former Baylor wide receiver, well-traveled already here. He's only a rookie with the return, and he's going to get buried there at the 9-yard line. The tackle there by number 26 for the Cowboys, Duke Thomas. Katie Cannon was a guy who the Niners signed as an undrafted free agent out of Baylor, gave him a lot of money. He didn't even make it through minicamp. Cut him right there. Eventually went to the Jets. They waived him 2 weeks ago, and now he is here with the Rams. Here comes Sean Mannion, who for now is wearing number 14.
For now.
For now.
Yep.
Back to that story. You said case of beer when you were a rookie for
an
entire
case
season.
of beer a week, and I couldn't just buy it all at once. I had to bring him a case of beer a week. So there was like some manual labor involved in that.
I think you kind of got off easy. Mannion, play fake, under pressure. Mannion buried at the 5-yard line. It's number 56 for the Cowboys, Lenny Jones, the linebacker.
Justin Davis getting tested out here, Marshall.
Yeah. I mean, protecting the quarterback is a must, and these are just things that Skip Pete is going to get on him about. I understand when it's a linebacker. When it's a defensive back, I mean, you got to take him on. I mean, that's
stay on your feet.
You have to take him on. You will not play in this league if you cannot protect the quarterback and if you cannot protect the football.
Justin Davis has 70 yards rushing, stands on the goal line there on 2nd and 15. Mannion's going to complete this one. It's to Nelson Spruce to the 10. Time now for Toyota Tracks The Score, sponsored by your Southern California Toyota dealers in a 10-10 game. I mentioned Davis had 70 yards rushing. On that last drive when we had Sammy Watkins up here, he had that nice run down the sideline. 9 plays, 61 yards on the drive, eventually setting up a Greg Zuerlein 42-yard field goal that chewed up nearly 5 minutes of clock, as now we are down to about a minute remaining here in the third, a fast-moving third quarter, and now 3rd and 11. Rams need the 20 for a new set of downs. Mannion has time, hit as he throws, guns over the middle. Hemingway with the catch, and then the ball is out, and the Cowboys have it. Are they going to call it a catch? Right now they're saying catch and a fumble and a recovery here by the Cowboys and Kevon Frazier. And Frazier is finally wrestled down on the 20-yard line by Paul McRoberts.
Beautiful throw, beautiful route.
Got to hold on to the ball. Rams have not held on to the ball all night. It's a catch and a fumble for the second-year tight end, and the Cowboys take over.
That's Xavier Woods.
I mean, you cannot stand in.
The ruling on the field is a catch and a fumble recovered by Dallas. First down, Dallas.
You cannot stand in and deliver a better ball than what Sean Mannion just did. And the ask is of his receiver, Hemingway, to just hold on to the football. And you got a heck of a play made. That's a great catch because the ball was tipped. Anytime a ball is deflected, it makes it a challenge. I think
the previous play is under review.
I was just about to say that. It doesn't look like the ball was secured.
Craig Rolstad is going to look at it with some help from New York, and when we get back, we'll tell you the verdict. Ruling on the field is Cowboy football after the Hemingway catch and fumble, gain of 22, but Dallas ball. Part of review and consulting with New York. Craig Rolstad, what say you here at the Coliseum?
After review, the ball became loose before the receiver established himself as a runner. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 11 at the 9-yard line.
And therefore, the Rams will punt out of their own
was still trying to secure it, it never got comfortable with it. You see him continue to grab at the football and just never secured the football.
Either way, Rams have to do a better job of holding onto the football. Travis Coons, who kicked last year for the Browns as a place kicker, has never really punted in a real game. Signed on Thursday. Travis Coons' first punt is going to roll across the 40 all the way down to the Cowboy 39-yard line. Brought in to give Greg Zuerlein some camp and some preseason relief. 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cooper Rush has opened the game here in the third quarter, 8 for 8. Not bad for the rookie out of Central Michigan. Had that touchdown pass as well, DJ.
Yeah, he spent some time under center in college.
On the punt, the ball was blown dead before 32 touched it. Therefore, there was no foul.
And a 52-yard punt.
Cooper Rush spent a lot of time under center in college, played a lot of football, and I don't know that he has the biggest arm, but he throws on time. He's got excellent touch, and has really put together a nice ball game tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty darn accurate. And he's delivering the ball to his receiver to where they can make moves.
And he has a play fake here. Flies the pocket and then throws incomplete to his running back, Ron Smith.
Moreeeee Bryant, nice pressure inside there, showing the ability to create some leverage and push the pocket. You don't always have to win clean if you can just latch on and throw somebody back into the quarterback. Nice job right there.
And one of the trends of the league nowadays is, okay, you want to get sacks, but if you can speed up the quarterback and get him to throw an interception, that's better than a sack.
Moreeeee Bryant, the undrafted rookie out of Western Kentucky, wearing 67 as the toss sweep goes to Ron Smith there. And again, it's 41, Marquis Christian and Kevin Peterson there. The defensive backs making the tackles. Christian hit him hard, but there is a flag down on the 36.
Holding, offense, number 80. 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
All right, so Rico Gathers isn't perfect, guys.
I mean, the pursuit of Kevin Peterson on that play, it's just watching him fly around. He's flying. He cuts through two offensive linemen. I mean, just how the defensive backs are pursuing the football right now it's awesome.
Casanova McKenzie, the linebacker, also made a push, got into the backfield, and pushed Smith to the outside. End of the quarter, 3 quarters in the books.
This is the end of the third quarter.
Game. We are tied with 15 more minutes of football to go, which means we have to start the conversation. Do you go for 2? Remember this fall on CBS, their missions are secret. Their courage is legendary. David Boreanaz stars in the new drama SEAL Team on CBS. Coming up this fall. One more quarter left here at the Coliseum. Sun has gone down. Got some marine layer in the air. Got Jared Goff 3 for 4. His night is done on the sideline drinking his Gatorade. Marshall Faulk, Daniel Jeremiah. I'm Andrew Siciliano. Got a Cooper Rush pass attempt over the middle, and Josh Forrest on the coverage. They're going to rule this one incomplete at the 37, intended for Rico Gathers again to bring up 3rd and 20 on the 29. Cowboys have not won in LA, DJ, since October 25th of '92 when they beat the Raiders 28-13. The last preseason win for the Cowboys in LA was in '89.
They're trying to throw it to number 80. They're trying to throw it to Rico Gathers about 10 more times, see if they can break that streak.
Well, they're going to have to get them on their own 49-yard line. They need 20 yards on this one. That was Cooper Rush incompletion, which is something we have not seen a lot of. They set up the screen, and the Rams going to sniff that screen out. And it's not going to go anywhere. It is going to be Rod Smith again with Carlos Thompson.
That's a better job there. Better job there playing the screen, identifying, hey, guy letting you go free. Turn and find the back immediately.
And it's going to force a punt in the opening minute here of the fourth quarter. Carlos Thompson has turned some heads on special teams, and there he made a tackle on defense early on in the fourth. Shake Ryan had a birthday this week. Shakir Ryan back to return this one, and he's going to call fair catch and fielded cleanly on the 28-yard line. Flag, though, back on the Cowboys side of the field at 33.
During the kick, holding. Receiving team number 46. That's a 10-yard penalty added to the end of the kick. It'll be first down.
And that would be the veteran tight end at UCLA, Corey Harkey, called for the hold. All right, time for the Rookie Spotlight, presented by Cornerstone On Demand. Realize your potential. Tonight we're shining the spotlight on Cooper Kupp, and it is a bright spotlight we expect.
Cooper Kupp had outstanding production over 4 years at Eastern Washington. You see what he can do after the catch. He lined up inside, he lined up outside, and every time they faced a Pac-12 opponent step up in competition, he was absolutely at his best and found a way to dominate.
And for those asking, you do not have to adjust your televisions. That is actually the screen at Eastern Washington. Cooper Kupp, more career yardage, FCS yardage receiving than somebody named Jerry Rice. Believe it or not.
Coach McVay the other day said he was maybe the sharpest rookie he's ever been around, just in terms of where he is at with his football intelligence. Picks things up right away. I was talking with Jared Goff the other day, said they're in practice, and he's supposed to have a vertical, or he's supposed to have an over route. The tight end's supposed to have a vertical route, and Marshall, the tight end busts, and Cooper Kupp automatically replaces him and ends up running the route for him. Something you see from a veteran, not often from a rookie.
Football IQ is extremely high. He understands not just the play, but the concept of what you're trying to do, and his ability to just fix the play.
Manny, who's trying to hit another rookie there, Sam Rogers out of Virginia Tech, but that one got knocked down by the linebacker Lenny Jones.
His ability to fix the play, it's something that's quarterback abilities. And I guarantee you in high school, he probably played quarterback. There's no doubt about that. At some point in time, he played quarterback.
He wears a quarterback number 18. Cooper Kupp does. A veteran of the Peyton Manning passing camps. Wonder if it's that 18. Have to go ask him. No, he's a big fan. 3rd and 5, DeMar Lawrence here from Northwestern State, a Shakir Ryan teammate in college, into the game at running back. 37, Mannion moves in the pocket and hits Nelson Spruce for a first down on the 29. Nice play there by Sean Mannion, moving the pocket.
This is called growth and maturity right here by Sean Mannion. They bring the pressure. You have it blocked. You almost panic, but you get your eyes back upfield and remain a passer, and you deliver a ball to a receiver. Here's the panic, remain a passer, throw the ball up the field.
He's taking some shots in the pocket tonight. No questions on his toughness.
And it brings out a first down, new set of downs here. Lawrence dancing in the backfield, makes a couple of guys miss, now turns it upfield and gets back near the line of scrimmage to the 30.
Yeah, Sean took one too many hits because he was not about to go through a block just now.
The fourth quarter, first preseason game.
The back is running for his life. He's looking at Sean like, oh, okay. You're not, okay. You're the court. Oh, okay.
Business decision.
Next time, 14 might be a receiver and throw a block for you.
DeMar Lawrence again. Out there with the carry. Loss of 1.
Something tells me that's Todd Gurley. He might get dirty, but he's not going to get dirty for poor DeMar Lawrence.
Looking left the entire time and throwing it complete to Shippen. Second time he's got his hands on the ball today. Brandon Shippen, the first-year guy out of Temple. 5'11", 196. Good for 4.
Shippen's game is kind of all about toughness. He's not going to run the fastest 40. He's probably a mid 4.5 guy, but he's very tough. He's going to try and scrap his way and make some things happen. Just not a dynamic athlete.
Sometimes you need a scrappy guy to mix it up when you're playing in the slot.
We've said it before. These games, you're not just trying to make this team, you're trying to make one of the other 31 teams as well. Everyone's going to see it. There's a catch once again by Spruce.
Yeah.
Works the slot well, but I think he's about a yard shy Joseph Jones there.
Yeah, that's a mistake you can't make right there.
Get to the sticks.
Yeah, you cannot make that mistake. That is just not one you can make as a receiver. I mean, guy backs off you. There's no reason to stop a half an inch short.
Guys, I start getting sweats right now because in my scouting days, you would come to these preseason games. We'd be looking at the back end roster guys. Marshall, I got to write up like 20 guys from this team, 20 guys from the other team. Who's on the field? Is he on the field? Is he off the field? Oh man.
Well, Spruce actually in this game a year ago against the Cowboys, as Coons is on the punt, and Lenore is going to let it bounce on the 29. Fields it on the 17 and immediately wrestled down to the 20. Spruce really turned some heads in that first game, and then he hurt the knee. Never heard from him again. 10-10, 10:37 to go here, fourth quarter at the Coliseum. Talking to Sean Mannion, it's a 10-10 game, 10:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now time for Toyota Tracks the Score, sponsored by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Cowboys have the edge in passing yardage. Cooper Rush has done well in the second half, 176 to 136. The turnovers are even, believe it or not, at 1. However, the Rams, Marshall Faulk, as a colleague used to say, have put the church's money on the ground a couple of times.
Can't do it.
You cannot put the church's money on the ground. That is Ronnie Hillman, Marshall, San Diego State, the former Bronco last year, a Viking as well with the carry.
Yeah, became expendable in Denver. They drafted a couple of guys that actually played well for them, and Ronnie was the odd man out, went to Minnesota for a while, and now he's in Dallas doing mop-up duties, and might have a spot for him on the roster with the suspension of Zeke Elliott.
He's from Compton, signed a couple of weeks ago. Followed Marshall's footsteps, not immediately, but kept that San Diego State running back tradition alive. New quarterback into the game now is Luke McCown here, the veteran, number 3 for the Cowboys.
How about the effort from Omarius Bryant right here on the inside? Gets a nice initial push, ends up on the ground. Don't stay there. Get back up, get a hit on the quarterback, and affect the throw. That's the type of effort you get a nice little bonus for in the film room.
Old college coach used to say the ground is hot.
Stay off.
The ground is hot. Get up. It's going to burn you.
Omarius Bryant out of Western Kentucky has been to the backfield a couple of times. Luke McCown now on 3rd and 10 in his 11th year. Former 4th round pick of the Browns back in 04. Luke McCown, pump fake, hit as he throws. That ball is out. And the Cowboys are going to fall on it on the far sideline of the 17-yard line. I think that was Bryant again.
Is that Carlos Thompson back there?
Or it was Carlos Thompson. Let's look at it. It was Carlos Thompson, DJ.
A nice rush right here. Watch him
redirect in there.
Gets kind of pushed upfield, does a nice job of sensing and feeling the quarterback climb in the pocket, redirects, force a fumble.
That's when the back end helps the front end right there. Coverage was there, quarterback pulled it down. Got a nice sack.
Erwin Hill now back for the punt. It's a high one. Shake Ryan. See if he gets a return out of it. Maybe. Here he is, 41-yard line, up the middle, trying to bust to the outside. Looked like he had possibly the chance to turn on the speed. Couldn't do it. Gets across the 50. Rams will have good field position on the 48-yard line when we return. Under 9 to go now. Fourth quarter, 8:58 to go. We are 10-10 here in the Coliseum. The Rams' new number 1, and Sammy Watkins says he hopes he can play next week in Oakland. 10-10 game here, 8:58 remaining. Fourth quarter, the man he's talking to is our Hyundai player of the game. Sponsored by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. Yes, I know Cooper Kupp only caught 2 passes, guys, but that's football savvy falling on the ball for a touchdown, isn't it?
Johnny on the spot. Heads up, get around the football. Good things always happen, is what they say.
Well, Tamarick Hemingway couldn't hold on to the ball the last time he was targeted. Here, he does hold on to the ball, and he's going to take it to the Dallas 35-yard line. And that is a first down. Sean Mannion, guys, is still in the game. We saw Dan Orlovsky warming up on the sideline earlier, but Mannion stays in there.
Mannion getting some good reps tonight.
I think this is just a time for them to evaluate and really see what Sean can do.
DeMar Lawrence is the running back now, the undrafted rookie free agent. He's wearing 37. Mannion is going to dump it off to him. Catch catches near the 30-yard line, breaks a couple of tackles against near a first down. Charles Tapper eventually, 99, didn't come clean it up. That is right at the sticks. I think they're going to rule him a couple of inches short.
And, you know, eventually they're going to have to put Sean in with the ones just to see if anything happens, what they have in the backup, if he can be a true number 2.
What do you think they have?
That's what we need to find out. I mean, these are great reps. You can evaluate him, but when you put him with your ones and go against other ones, you get to evaluate and see what you have as a backup.
Here's Lawrence again, right up the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Guys, it should be noted, Corey Harkey is out there right now. Rams obviously want a tight end heavy offense, but Corey Harkey is a heavy tight end. He's primarily a blocking offense. You got to wonder how he fits here in the Rams' long-term plans.
He's made a nice career for himself. He's been at it a few years now, coming out of UCLA. That's what he was known for. He is a hand in the ground, going to do the dirty work in the run game, a little bit limited athletically. I think it's going to come down his roster spot to how these young tight ends can hold up in the run game. Can they produce the way he does in that aspect?
They drafted 2 last year. You saw Hemingway on the field there, incomplete to the outside. Receiver slipped down. That was Paul McRoberts. You drafted Hemingway last year. You drafted Higbee as well. This year you add Gerald Everett, as we see the replay.
Well, the good thing for Harkey is he's not just an average blocking tight end.
Yeah.
You know, he's a guy that when you have him at tight end and you run his way, you can account for his man as blocked. So when you decide to replace him with a guy who may be more athletic, you got to understand what you're giving up there.
Blocking tight ends are not easy to find.
No.
The college game don't ask him to do it.
Sean Mannion, 17 to 23, 17 to 24 now. McRoberts turned, couldn't locate the football, couldn't hang on.
Just to finish that thought, Marsh, I mean, when you're watching colleges now, we see it with these young tight ends, with Higbee and with Everett. They're detached. They're basically big slot wide receivers. So to find a tight end that can be attached to the line of scrimmage and actually move somebody and hold the point of attack, it's hard to find.
It is. It is. And with all the 34 defenses and the wide outside rushers, if you want to have success in the run game, you need to have a tight end that can reach, block, and face the guy up and at least stop penetration to where he can't set the edge.
On 3rd down, Manning throws, Spruce complete. However, he is well shy of the sticks, 22-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and long.
It's not bad situational awareness right here in this instance, though. You got a tie ball game. Yards are precious right now. Give your field goal kicker a chance to give you the lead. Above all else, protect the football.
Yes.
And that field goal kicker is going to be Travis Coons, who has punted a couple of times. Coons was 28 of 32 for the Browns 2 years ago. And this kick unofficially is going to be, let's call it 36 for Travis Coons. Hecker the holder. That kick is up, and Coons puts it through, gives the Rams the lead. 13 to 10 with 6:11 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Sean Mannion leads the drive, put points on the board. Rams take the lead. Rams lead the Cowboys 13 to 10 here at the LA Memorial Coliseum. 6:11 remaining in the 4th quarter, the preseason opener. Time now for your SoCal Chevy Drive of the Game, driven by your Southern California Chevy dealers. Go for thrilling drives and impressive deals at the Chevy Summer Drive. Learn more at SoCalChevy.com. All right, 7 plays, 30 yards, taking up 247 is not the most impressive drive of the game, but guys, we're giving it the drive of the game because it ended in a Travis Coons 36-yard field goal, and at the moment, it has given the Rams the lead. So it is the drive of the game.
It's a difference between how quick I can eat my pizza after the game is what it is. That's a big win.
Is that the post game for you?
Wow.
Oh, pizza. Moreeeee Christian is flying around and hitting anything that moves.
Yep. And that is Uzoma Nwachukwu.
Say that again. Who is that?
Nope, I got my one out of the way.
Whoever he is, they better teach you can't hesitate when you bring the ball out of the end zone. Oh my God.
It was a 16-yard return.
Moreeeee Christian didn't hit the ball carrier, but he is flying around. It is a yard sale every time he makes contact with somebody.
And you see Jason Garrett, I think Marshall was telling his returner right there. I'll say the returner. And you gotta make up your mind, man.
Yeah.
You gotta make up your mind.
Yeah.
I don't ever hate a guy though for taking one out in the preseason.
And Marshall, hey, you know, that's a good
if you're
point.
gonna take it out, take it out.
Yeah.
I remember last year you said, I believe of Mike Thomas, who's not dressed tonight, you said not going to make the team, taking a knee.
Taking a knee ain't going to help you.
No. I agree, but run.
You got to make a decision. Luke McCown to Brown with the reception. Guys, we haven't talked a lot about Aaron Donald. Let's get that one out of the way. He is not here. He is still holding out. He has 2 years remaining on his contract. No one disputes Aaron Donald's talent. No one disputes he's as good as any D lineman, especially in the interior in the game. The question is, how much do you pay him? Rams want to pay him a lot of money. I think they'd like to see him here first, however.
Okay.
Remember, Marshall, there are 2 years left on the deal. Odell Beckham Jr., as Brown has the completion here.
See,
Odell Beckham Jr., they were taken consecutively in the draft. He is in camp.
I know. But we're talking about a different position. That's the difference. And it's just, I'm going to say this, and I stand pat on it. In this league as a player, you have to get your money when you have your best leverage. Because when you have no leverage, you're gone.
Do you think a player with 2 years remaining on his contract has leverage?
Whenever you have leverage, you have leverage.
Here's McCown on 3rd and 4. He is going to chuck it deep into double coverage. Oh, there's a hit and a flag as well. The intended receiver was Noah Brown, and the big stick there by 27, Isaiah Johnson. I think he left his feet.
Call for launching, is that what we have?
I think they're going to get him on launch. That's what Craig Rolstad
you
says.
want to separate the football.
Can't leave your feet, though. Coming back.
Like they picked it up.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 27. Hit against the defenseless receiver. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
You see Rolstad was walking all the way back to the Cowboy line there. It looked as if they're going to pick it up.
Did he hit him high, though? It looked like to me. Yeah,
he's making the play on the ball. That's not even a hit. He went to catch the ball. You got to watch the defender.
His hands go up.
His hands is going out like he's trying to catch the ball. That's incidental. See, this is the thing. Those plays have to be reviewed. Those are game changers.
Those plays, though, are going to get called in the field every time when you see helmet-to-helmet contact like that, incidental or otherwise, as McCown again goes down the right sideline, and again deep and incomplete. Michael Jordan had the coverage. Lenore, the intended
Those
receiver.
plays have to be looked at. If he was trying to hit him and he made helmet-to-helmet contact, that's one thing. But when you're making the play on the ball and your helmet hit the other guy helmet, if the defender caught the ball and he hit the defender in the head, is that helmet-to-helmet contact then on the
Marshall,
receiver?
I agree with you, and he didn't leave his feet. I was wrong. He was going for the ball.
I know.
Helmet to helmet.
Right for the ball.
Exactly.
They do.
But if the defender was going to catch the ball and the receiver hit him in the head, what's the call then?
I'll call this one incomplete. I hear your point. Referees are taught that if you see that helmet-to-helmet contact, to err on the side of caution.
I'm okay with that.
He's saying you want it to be
But I'm
reviewed.
saying if the defender is catching the ball and the receiver hit the defender helmet-to-helmet, what do you call?
I'm with you. And I'm for those plays being reviewed.
And that's tough to make that call right there on the field, but what you're saying is that should be reviewable.
Exactly.
I'm for it. The issue is they, being those who make the rules, the competition committee, have been reluctant to add more replays to the game. But you're right, that could be a game-changing play. Michael Jordan knocks it away. Lenore, the intended receiver, almost had a pick there.
Hey, by the way, hats off to you for no Michael Jordan puns. I know that would have been.
Oh, we did them all last year.
Oh, did
we
you?
got them out
You
of the way.
got them out of the way?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got them out of the way.
That was really easy there for you with a couple.
Well,
plays
I mean,
there.
do you want to throw it in here? Here's
No,
Mike
no.
Jordan turning around. Feet left him.
He's made a couple plays, and you know when you trade Gaines, there's a corner position open now on this football team. He's made a couple plays.
Yes, there is.
E.J. Gaines, part of that trade to Buffalo, and now Mike Jordan stays on the field with a punt on 4th down.
I'm just glad he's not wearing 45. I'm done.
No Birmingham Barons 45 for. Here's Shake Ryan trying to get to the outside. He has some speed, gets a block. He's at the 30. Shake Ryan gets across the 35, lunges out of bounds. There is a flag, not on the block, but back near the line of scrimmage on the Cowboys 30. The Flags, after being few and far between early, have now picked up steam as often they do in the preseason, especially late in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's the toughest part.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 60. That penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
There are two 60s. I'm going to guess it's linebacker Kevin Davis and not the offensive lineman Jake Eldrenkamp. Dan Orlovsky looks like he's getting ready to come on the field. Let's head down to Danny Kleppinger on the sideline. Danny?
Hey there, guys. I've got Connor Barwin here with us, and it's a new team for you, but it's 9 seasons in the NFL, and you're the oldest guy on this defense. And I see you running up and down these sidelines. How much pride do you take in leadership?
Well, I just love being out here. And for me, I remember when I was a rookie and I was playing in my first preseason game, and I had veterans that helped me when I was nervous. And so I'm just trying to help some of the young pass rushers try to be as good as they can out here in their first ever game.
I mean, not everybody is unfamiliar to you. You've played for Wade Phillips before. He's got 40 seasons under his belt. What is it like to play for him?
It's great. I mean, he's got a great system. Obviously, his record speaks for itself. But as you saw in our first 2 series with the ones, if everybody does what they're supposed to do, we're going to be pretty damn good.
Talk to me about that linebacker room and working out with Alec Ogletree. What have you seen out of him, and what makes him such a relentless leader?
Well, he's just a great leader, and he's going to be the middle of our defense. He's done a great job this training camp. It's obviously a new defense for him, going from a 4-3 to a 3-4, but he's been great so far, and he's picked up everything really quick.
Got to quickly ask you, new team but new stash. Is this a training camp look, or are you going with it all season?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely going to stay for the whole training camp, but I might keep for the whole year. We'll see how the preseason goes.
All right, let's see that. We'll see. Andrew, back up to you.
All right. Connor Barwin, one of 3 Rams in their 30s. Andrew Whitworth, John Sullivan also in their 30s. And they are older than Sean McVay, as Dan Orlovsky throws incomplete to Paul McRoberts there. We talked about our defensive coordinator. Talked about Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips, guys, is 70 years old. He is fun on Twitter, son of a bum. And yes, he legitimately could be the grandfather of Sean McVay.
I'm going to tell you this. Of my time that I spent in the NFL, Wade was probably the defensive coordinator I disliked the most.
You had to block a bunch of those linebackers, didn't you, Marshall?
God, blocking and where they're coming from and all the different looks.
We used to go back at the end of the year and watch the sack tapes for the top guys in the league, and in scouting, you're trying to learn what makes them so good.
First charge timeout, Dallas. This is a 30-second timeout.
All right, so that was 3rd down. Nelson Spruce well shy of the sticks. Gets only about 2 yards.
3:28 on the game clock. 3:28. Thank you.
And the Cowboys will call timeout at 3:28. Go ahead, guys.
Real quick, Andrew. We'd watch these sack tapes of all these top guys. We finished watching one of the players that played for Wade Phillips and said, forget this guy. These sacks belong to Wade Phillips. Every single one of these was on a running back or a tight end. I mean, he knows how to scheme it up.
And it's a transition from a 4-3 to a 3-4. That's part of the Aaron Donald conversation we can continue later. Hey, special thanks to our viewers in LA watching tonight on CBS2 or on KCAL9, and to our affiliate stations
Correction,
across.
timer. Please put 3:31 on the game clock. 3:31.
Got it correct, 3:31. And our affiliate stations across California, across Nevada, Utah, and Hawaii. And thanks to all our partners who help provide Rams preseason football to fans across the West. Rams now will punt with Travis Coons out of his own end zone. And here's Lenore across the 40 to the 38. So Dallas good field position. Down 3:22 to go. Down to the sideline, Jill Arrington.
Andrew, as you know, Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame just last weekend. And as everything Jerry does, he does it big. His family threw him a huge party. Over $10 million with Justin Timberlake private performance. The guest list ranged from Warren Buffett to John Bon Jovi and many former Hall of Fame Cowboy veterans and current Dallas team. You know, Jerry's done a lot to help the NFL grow, instrumental in getting the Rams and the Chargers moved out here to LA, as well as his heavy involvement in the new LA Stadium project in Inglewood. So congrats to Jerry Jones for his well-deserved induction. My question is, Marshall, did you get invited to that $10 million party in Canton?
I did. And I got a personal invite. It was I don't even know what to say about that party. Jerry Jones knows how to throw a party, or should I say Mrs. Jones
It was
knows how to throw a party.
absurd. Marshall, you had an invite. You have a gold jacket. I had someone slip me a wristband out the side door.
Nicely done.
It was a fantastic party. Justin Timberlake played about 2 hours. There was no riffraff at that party, other than yours truly.
It was unbelievable.
This is not Brandon Whedon. This is Luke McCown thrown to the boundary and incomplete on third down. DJ, we're not trying to get FOMO here.
I'm not saying that you guys are rubbing it in, but you may be rubbing it in just a little bit. No, seriously, tell me more. How good was Justin Timberlake?
How about the video that they did of all the Jerryisms, the sayings?
With former President Bush.
All of the, oh
and
my
with
God.
former President Clinton. And with much of it that we cannot put on.
Yes.
Enough of the name
television.
dropping. Why didn't you guys take me?
Sorry, Jill. We had a great time. Marshall, how late did you leave? Hey, it's 3rd and 2, by the way.
I don't remember.
3rd and 2 with the play clock at 1. McCown loses the football. Ball is loose. Tell me the Rams got it. And they do. And the Rams take over near midfield as Luke McCown cannot hang on to the ball.
Fitting that this game would likely be decided on a fumble, Marshall.
Believe it's Tanzel Smart, the rookie out of Tulane, who falls on it.
Oh, man.
Nice night by him.
That is awesome.
Snapped it too early.
McCown was looking to the left, trying to move somebody. Ball got snapped. Juan Price couldn't pick it up, but his fellow rookie, Smart, was, dare I say, smart enough to fall.
Juan Price wanted to hit his head on the goalpost. He was trying to scoop and score right there.
And he can move, too.
The thing that surprises me, the shotgun snap is so much a part of football from high school to college to pro. I don't even understand how that gets messed up anymore.
Let's see if the Rams can run out the clock here. That's not going to work. And that's Tillery, Leonard Tillery, the undrafted rookie free agent out of Southern. This is his second possession. Ran for nearly 5,000 yards at Southern.
Charge timeout, Dallas. It's a 30-second timeout.
I know Jason Garrett is using the preseason to work on sharpening his coaching skills. But calling timeouts right now,
You're not feeling
I'm just not a fan of that, Jason.
Well, he's got 1 left, and he has the 2-minute warning. That is a loss of 5. He's trying to get the ball back. This is the first of 4 preseason games. Gentlemen, next week we are in Oakland, traveling north to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum.
See Derek
Whatever
Carr.
they call it now. August 19th. See Derek Carr.
I wonder if he's going to play because their left tackle is out too.
He is holding out. Donald Penn looking for a new deal. Loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Tillery makes that cut and gets upfield and gets maybe 4 or 5.
3rd and final, charge timeout, Dallas. It's a 30-second timeout.
I said earlier that the Cowboys have not won in Los Angeles since they beat the Raiders in October of '92. Jason Garrett wants that W, evidently.
He's got a 2-minute warning. It's going to stop the clock again, so he's going to get a chance to see a 2-minute drill with some young players. And look, I get it. You get a chance to evaluate. That's what the preseason is all about.
You play to win the game. Or, as you point out, Daniel, you want to see your younger players in critical situations.
Reps are precious, so you get a chance to see some of these young guys get some reps in a full contact live period. There is some value there.
Well, let's see if the Rams can get a first down here. They need 10 yards, need the Cowboy 42-yard line to potentially put this one away. Sam Rogers, 39, into the game as the up back now, ahead of Tillery. And Tillery is hit in the backfield with a flag. So that's going to stop the clock for the penalty at 2:13.
Michael Dunn got beat there and got a full grab, a jersey there.
What do you do here?
73 is Michael
Holding.
Dunn.
Offense, number 73. That penalty's declined.
There you go.
The result of the play is 4th down.
It gave him a free timeout.
Well, we're about to get some 2-minute action.
Let's see who can make a play.
Yeah.
You need a play to finish a game. Who's going to be the one to make it?
Yeah, this is a defensive line's dream right here.
We've seen Bryant do well. We've seen Tanzel Smart do well. We've seen Juan Price get in the backfield a couple of times. Let's see if this defense can win this thing. Holding on to a 13-10 lead because DJ's got a pizza to get to.
I don't know. The way this game is going, I don't know if we don't end this game on a muff punt.
Travis Coons, not exactly a great kick. Remember, though, he is not a punter. It's going to take a Rams bounce, however. And it's going to roll inside the 10, milk that clock, and they're going to touch it at 2:02, meaning the Cowboys are going to get a play before the 2-minute warning.
Wow. That's a teaching point, though, in the meeting, in the special teams meeting. That'll be brought up.
No, that should have happened in the huddle before you ran out there.
A pre-meeting instead of a post-meeting?
Like when you meet right, hey, we're going to kick it. If the ball hit the ground, don't touch it. That's normally how that happens.
John Fossil is one of the better special teams coaches in the NFL. Took over on an interim basis last year.
Offense, not enough men on the line. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 4th down.
What kind of pizza were you thinking, DJ?
I'm pretty easy, man. I can go with the works. I can go pepperoni. I'll settle for some cheese. I'm just a little hungry.
Making the truck hungry as well, I'm told. So let's set it up again here. Cowboys are out of timeouts. Rams lead 13-10. Travis Coons, normally a place kicker, brought in as somewhat of a camp leg, not to use that as a derogatory term. Greg Zuerlein is clearly the Rams place kicker. Has not really punted in a legitimate game. And here he is punting to Lance Lenore.
And Lenore scooted up a little bit because he knows that he's getting a lot of hang time, a lot of distance. So he's got a returnable punt.
And Lenore is going to call fair catch. And we are mercifully at the 2-minute warning, 1:55 remaining. 2-minute warning.
The 2-minute warning.
Has in it, granted 3rd and 4th team guys. Guys fighting for jobs here. 13-10, that is the veteran quarterback, Luke McCown, who on 1st down throws complete, and they're going to get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's Blake Jarwin, the tight end, and it stops the clock at 1:51, a gain of around 5.
You always want to have a closer on your defense, and even when your backup players are in there, who's it going to be? Who's going to end the football game? Is it going to be somebody up front? Is it going to be a Juan Price, who's been very disruptive today? Is somebody in the back end going to make a play on the football?
I'm going to say Tanzel Smart. I think he has a knack for getting there. I just feel like he's going to make a play.
He is 92. Keep an eye on him, middle of the line. Completion here for a 1st down. That's 34, Roddy Hillman from Compton, San Diego State. Remember, the Cowboys are out of timeouts. Dominic Hatfield up there for the tackle. Clock winding now towards 1:30 remaining. Rams up 3. McCown avoids the rush. Throws over the middle, and that is dropped. It's going to stop the clock. It's Brown.
Juan Price getting a little upfield pressure. I look for him now that he's set that up a little bit. Why don't you give him a little up and under, come inside and see if you can't make a play.
Juan Price, 29.5 career sacks, and Pitt tied for 4th all time on the Panthers list with anyone? Tied for 4th? Anyone?
Pitt. I'm going to go Burt Grossman.
How about Aaron Donald?
Oh, he's pretty good too.
Not
I guess
bad.
a little bit better than Burt Grossman.
That was a good guess, though.
This is like a defensive lineman's dream right here. You don't have to worry about the run. That's all you do is try to get to the quarterback.
Just tee off on 2nd and 10. That is Lenore in motion to the far side. Flag is out. The quick hitter to Lenore. And Peterson is up there to wrap at the 36.
That's a solid,
great tackle,
open field tackle.
With the flag. Find out.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 men moving, never got reset. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
I mean, it's a premium to have defensive backs who can make open field tackles. In this league, these screens are thrown so much. And as a corner or nickel guy, you have to be able to close and get a guy down by yourself at times.
McCown goes up the seam, and it's picked off by Mike Jordan. And that should do it with 1:10 to go.
Jordan with the game winner.
Shocker, we've never seen that before.
Seen that episode once or twice.
Is he going to hold his hand now up in the air?
Yeah, who was the pass intended for? Byron Russell?
Ha-ha. I see what you did there.
They're actually playing Jumpman right now.
They are.
Nice call.
Good job, DJ.
Nice.
Marshall Faulk calling out the songs here. Actually, it was intended, DJ, for 18, Brian Brown, and Mike Jordan with the interception here. And that should be a game winner. Started twice last year, activated off the practice squad in November, and it looks as if he has given, Jordan has, Sean McVay a win in his NFL coaching debut. Granted, a preseason coaching debut.
Previous play is under review.
But a debut nonetheless. It looked clean to me, didn't it?
It's a nice adjustment on the football. I mean, that's not an easy catch.
Yeah, playing the deep third, and you sink in because they try to hit the seam.
And McCown, you really can't even blame him there. He's trying to get a chunk play. They need to get
They're
one
out of
at some point in
timeouts.
time.
So if we can go back to that shot, Scott Bay, director, as you see McCown. Thank you, Scott. That is Craig Rolstad. And this is the new replay system, guys. So Microsoft Surface tablet, it's a normal surface. There's a stylus in there. And Rolstad's not touching the screen. He's communicating via headset back to New York. Al Riveron's the new head of officiating. And Al, or one of his deputies, is in New York at 345 Park. And what Rolstad is saying, he's not touching the screen again. He's saying rewind, or pause, or freeze, or go back, or fast forward. And it's a standard Surface tablet. It's not on Wi-Fi. Some buildings have better internet than others. It's hardwired there. And the decision's going to be made in New York. But Rolstad is talking through it here with Riveron. He's allowed to give his opinion. He can make an argument. Eventually, though, this call is made teamwork back in New York.
He is holding that thing steady, too.
Yes. So what do we think? Jordan, let's follow it to the ground.
The ball hit the that ball hit the ground.
Anyway.
After review, the defensive back did not complete the catch before the ball hit the ground. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 15. Timer, please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Do we have to take back all our Michael Jordan puns?
No. Here's the thing. Do you know, like, you would assume the player knew if he caught the ball or not, right?
Give somebody a heads up on the sideline.
Right, he can say, I didn't really catch that, Coach. But when you're in the field of play, you think you caught the ball. I'm just telling you, you really feel like that. You'll be amazed at how many times you look at the replay and you're like, oh.
That's not how I remember that.
Right.
Did you ever go argue to your coach, I got that, and then turned out to be wrong?
No.
No. No. All right, 3rd and 15. McCown's going to get another shot at it. Rams still got to get off the field. Dallas out of timeouts. McCown pressured, lofts it, caught. Hillman, he cannot get out of bounds. The clock is going to wind, and they are well short of first down. It's going to be 4th, and let's see where they spot it. It's going to be 4th and around 6.
Was your guy Tanzel Smart getting back there with the pressure?
Getting pressure.
Officially,
he's about to break through. Back in the flat right here. Back in the flat.
All right, it's officially 4th and 7. Caught near the sticks. This is going to depend on the spot, and they're not going to give it to him. Looks like a Rams turnover on downs. Try to see who that was there. That was 86, the tight end. That was Connor Hamlet, and he is down now on the far sideline. That's going to stop the clock at 41. Either way, a turnover on downs will stop the clock on the change of possession.
Timeout for a measurement. Hey guys, back up.
That was a firm tackle by Kevin Davis.
They're going to measure this, DJ, but there is no way, judging from our vantage point, this is a first
Yeah, there's
down.
always a way, but I'm going to say this. I mean, it doesn't matter what group of guys was in on defense. There was a consistency by this defense with tackling and assignments. We didn't see a lot of blown assignments, guys looking around.
How about tonight? I don't know the ball outside of the touchdown pass to the tight end. I don't know the ball ever got over their head.
Exactly.
The whole day. Keep everything in front, rally, and tackle. That's what this Wade Phillips defense did tonight.
Turnover on downs, and it was Kevin Davis, number 60, the linebacker there, DJ Good Eyes. Kevin Davis, the undrafted rookie free agent out of Colorado State, who allegedly only was called for 2 penalties in his entire college career. Went to high school with Morgan Fox, actually. Same high school as Morgan Fox.
I made a decision, by the way. I'm going to go pepperoni and sausage.
Oh, the pizza.
That's what I'm doing.
You've been dying for this pizza here for a while. Jason Garrett's taking the headset off. The Rams now will simply take a knee. And I gave Sean McVay his first career win somewhat prematurely. 2 plays too soon. And Dan Orlovsky is in to take a knee with Rodgers next to him. Congratulations, Sean McVay, the youngest head coach in modern NFL history. It's not week 1 against the Colts. It's week 1 against the Cowboys in the preseason. But you know what? He'll take it. Rams won last year to open up the preseason against the Cowboys. They won the fourth quarter again this year. Rams hope it is the first of many victories to come. Sean McVay is a winner tonight. Rams beat the Cowboys 13-10. Back to